All right, man, we are live. We are live. It is a Professionals night. We have a great show for you guys. We are going to give thanks. It is that time of year that we all sit around. We reflect back on this past year, and we think about all the things that are good in our life. I mean, we kind of bitch and whine, a lot of the time about stuff that doesn't quite work out and things that suck. But we won't do that on this show. So we're going to go about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, and we're going to give thanks. And also, we are just going to talk about some of our favorite holiday specials, cartoons, TV, movies, comic books. Some of us have done comic book holiday specials. And so we'll just kind of talk about that stuff as well. We do not have a full house yet. We always expect Billy to, tag up the rear. Is that how you say it? He's tagging the rear. So we always expect that. But Mr. Graham Nolan, he's not in yet. So we're going to do the best we can with what we got, and what we got is pretty damn good. So first off, we have Mr. Daniel Fraga-san. How you doing, Daniel?
I'm well. I'm well, thank you.
Happy
Tuesday to you. Happy Tuesday to the chat. Looking forward to this show. Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday. A lot of holidays are about what you get, but this one's about like giving. And especially the gratitude aspect of it. So I'm excited. And I got my kids gave me stuff to eat. I don't have giant hands. These are just kid snacks. And then this because somebody did something.
So it's the Andy Smith diet that you're on right now.
Yeah. Oh, they're saying my microphone's low. You know what it is? It's because I'm far away and I'm not sitting forward, but it hurts to sit forward. So
it sounds okay from
better.
From
Marcus Kilgrew, better butter.
He says, yeah, you rock.
Right on.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got some food too that I'm going to show off, but I want to get everybody in here first. So next we have Mr. Andrew Smith. What's up?
Well, hello everybody. Good evening. I agree with Dan. Thanksgiving is actually one of my favorites too, because you're not pressured to get stuff or give stuff. It's just chilling out with the family, eating good food, maybe watching a parade, enjoying the fact that we came over here, kicked the Native Americans in the ass, took their land. I mean, what more could you want?
I don't know. Some harmony, some peace.
Well, we have that now. And a half-pound Reese's peanut butter cup.
So
that's the problem I had.
Yeah, too much sugar for Andrew here. So are you guys? Well, I'm gonna get Aaron in here, and then I'm gonna ask you guys this question.
Oh,
all
wait,
right,
Aaron's
man.
Here?
I think so. Wait.
Oh, by the way, Graham's not going to make it tonight.
Well, he didn't say anything in the green room, did he?
No, he did last week.
Yeah, well, see, you gotta
remind these old guys, Andy.
I forgot. It's these old timers. You got to remind them.
Well,
if it wasn't yesterday. It's
how do you log this stuff in? Well, it's a good thing we went live anyway, because who needs Graham Nolan?
We do.
We do. I was waiting for you guys to make the joke. All right, man. Well, without further ado, we got Andrew's best friend, Aaron Lepresti. What's up, man?
Happy Thanksgiving to all, and to all a good night. I have, speaking of Graham, I bought some graham crackers today. They were dipped in fudge.
Oh man!
Ooh, fudge crackers.
That's like the holiday special edition. So,
all right, are you guys chocolate covered pretzels or potato chips? Do you like those, like the salty?
I've never pretzels,
sweet.
Yeah,
I
pretzels.
have never had the chocolate covered potato chips.
Yes.
No, neither have I.
But anything with chocolate,
I'll eat a chocolate covered chipmunk, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Hey, Teen Sensations here.
He's a teen sensation. All right, well, now we really have a rockin' show. So we got the teen sensation, Billy Tucci in the house.
I apologize, Art Bear.
I was asking for that, wasn't I, Billy Tucci?
Touche. It's a funny story. I was when I was in the Army. When there was a drill sergeant, basic training. He called me Touche, and I wouldn't answer. I wouldn't acknowledge him, Fraga. I wouldn't even acknowledge him.
You wouldn't? Why not?
Because my name's not Touche. He's like, why'd you join the Army, Touche?
I thought it was Tucky.
Tucky?
It was Tuki. The Tuki Bandit.
Tuki.
Hey, what was first? Army or fabric school? Which came first in your life?
Which turned you gay?
Oh, I didn't say that.
Oh, that was the Navy. I was in the Navy before all that. Who got
in the Navy?
Seamen.
Oh, seamen.
Well, the seventh seas in the Navy.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
That
bro.
was a serious question,
Hello,
though.
everybody. Randy Howell, hello.
You did the Army, then went to school, right?
No, I went to school, then I went to the Army.
Oh, okay.
And then
it was a serious question. I just thought,
we can't have serious questions here, can we?
I would
My
coin
kids.
Aaron's phrase of fabric school. That's all.
Well,
My kids were watching the Rankin and Bass specials, because I got like a whole collection of them. And there's this one with Frosty and Rudolph where it's like they're in July, and they got like this magic thing so that they don't melt. But then, like the bad guy like enlists this other reindeer that is like Rudolph's nemesis.
Oh,
And I swear it has to be voiced by Paul Lynde. Like it
really?
Oh, dude! I hope we could find a clip of it.
Oh, that's great.
Do you guys remember Paul Lynde did the rat in Charlotte's Web, right?
Oh, I believe it.
Yes.
So weird, man.
Yeah, well, if you ever watch the episode of Bewitched where Paul Lynde flies, totally, whatchamacallit, Christopher Reeve took that flying because he's like very slow and doing this.
Yeah.
But that was never in the George Reeves. He never flew like that, or in the television series. It was never right. George Reeves was television.
Yeah,
and then who was the serial in the 40s? Something Reeve.
Kirk Allen?
Kirk Allen, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Kirk Allen. But Kirk Allen, but if you watch him and they're watching, he's like going, wee. And it's just like what Christopher Reeve did. When he's
All
like,
right, there's three people that's strange, okay? There's Paul Lynde, there's Liberace, and then there's Freddie Mercury, and there are people to this day that says, I didn't know they were gay. I'm like, how?
how did you not know that?
How did you not know that? My favorite quote that's not real popular by Freddie Mercury. It was in Cream magazine of all magazines, rock magazine, and the guy it was interviewed and he said, I heard you took offense to an interview, and they said you were like you were a homosexual, and you took offense to that. And he said, I didn't take offense to the fact that I'm a homo. That he called me a homosexual. He called me a mere homosexual.
Didn't give me proper respect.
That's perfect, man.
Number one, I'm really glad that you made sure that everybody knew that Cream was a rock mag. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, it could go both ways.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing was, you guys remember that movie Mannequin?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
With Kim Cattrall, super hot and all that.
Yeah,
but there was that dude called Hollywood. He was like, he had the funny glasses.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I just thought he was silly. You know what I mean? Like, I just thought it was just silly.
You didn't think he was being flamboyant at all?
No, I just thought,
right.
that's the silly guy.
All right, there's one guy in question, and I don't know his name, but he was in a show called Lidsville and The Ghost and Mrs. Muir, and he was kind of a Paul Lynde type character. And I don't know his name. Maybe somebody in the chat does.
Are you talking about the movie or the television?
The Ghost
show?
one, I reckon.
It was the television version of The Ghost and Mrs. Muir.
Was he you're talking about the guy who played the ghost?
No, he played the descendant of the ghost, like he was a real estate guy or something, and a friend to the family. And he did that thing like,
It's really like a 70s thing, though. I feel like cartoon characters did that shit, you know?
Yeah, remember who else? Yeah, you had some great ones. Monroe. Remember Monroe on that show with the Ted Knight show?
Oh,
yeah, and that guy was Charles Nelson Riley is the guy. But wasn't that guy on that show you're talking about, Billy? That guy was gay, right?
Oh yeah, Monroe.
That Monroe guy.
Yeah, he totally was. I think he died a terrible death, a young death. Yeah, he did something, but
probably AIDS got him.
I don't think the AIDS got him. I don't think so.
AIDS.
It's great things if you remember, like Mike Douglas show, and he would always have Liberace on, and every time he'd have him like, "So Lee, tell me, why aren't you married?" And he's like, "Oh well, Mike," and they give him that look. You know, I'm just busy. I've never met the right girl, and something like that.
And Betty White used to
always ask him, "Why aren't you married?"
Betty White used to be his +1 when he would go places.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, Betty White used to like accompany him.
She was a fag hag.
She was his beard. Hag. Oh my god, dude.
That's what the gays call him.
Yeah.
Oh wait, why are we not on YouTube anymore? I wonder what happened.
I blame Andy.
Yeah.
No,
Hey, let me answer a question in the chat
did.
real. Let me answer a question in the chat real quick before it goes by. Danky says, "Aaron, can I read the Wraith of God 2 stories out of order? I want to save Wraith for last. Read Nightclub first. Just read Nightclub first, and then you can read them after that any way you want to."
Oh, before we show off our food, Andy just got something that he'd like to show off. Yeah.
Oh, show and tell, guys. Oh, look at this big, beautiful Cordrath Black, White, and Raw Artist Edition. Oh, look at that spine of goodness.
Oh my gosh, that is so
Back
cool,
cover.
Dude. Show us
And I tell
25
you,
pages, bro.
honestly, the video just doesn't do it justice. It really does look like you're holding the originals with the whiteout that you can see. I know this would be hard to see, but like on this page, you can still see the pencils to his legs beneath the blanket or whatever, because I obviously sketched in his whole body. I mean, you guys, if you back this book, you guys are going to love it. It is
cool.
Can't wait.
The printers just did such a great job. So hat tip to Mr. Aaron Lepresti, because he gave me the
Who printed it for you, buddy? Who printed it?
Jostens.
Jostens
Oh,
through
dude,
API,
Jostens.
directly through Jostens.
They're the king of hardcovers, and they also do a special binding apparently that nobody else does on their hardcovers. So
It has like that sewn in.
right.
That like that stitch across it, but it's still glued,
like-
right? But it's got a stitch too.
Yeah. When I went to a 2-page spread, I could see some of that, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah. Who did you go through API for that, or you went directly to Jostens?
No, I
have
went
a
through
wrap.
Chenabeth.
Okay, you did. Okay.
Well, are we all eating? Are we all eating? Because I'm going to show off mine, my food right here. Look at this.
Well,
Look at
I'd be
this.
glad to have some
I'm
of
waiting
yours,
for
Bert.
mine.
Show us art.
Yes, my wife
Yeah.
put this together for me. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, you look at that.
Look
Oh,
at
it's like Thanksgiving Day over
Like an
there.
open face, dude. Are those sprouts?
Yeah,
God, man, you're not messing around.
Exceptional.
Yeah.
Good and
Those
healthy.
sprouts.
So you guys are gonna hear some chomping, some chomp. Wait, what does Andy got? What does Andy got? Look at this.
Look how thick that is.
Oh
It's a
my
half
God.
pound of Reese's peanut butter.
I gotta
cup.
get one of
Oh
those.
my
man.
God, dude, that's like Christmas.
That's what she said.
No,
Oh yeah, art.
Oh, the ratio is
Holy
perfect.
shit.
Mhm.
All right, Andy and I were talking off air about sometimes those big Reese's aren't good because there isn't the good like the chocolate to peanut butter ratio. Like the smaller ones are better, but
Get me off full screen.
that one scored.
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
I'm doing the old smell-o-vision.
Okay, here we go.
When Andy brought that out, I mean, here's my sad little fucking.
No, you just have giant hands.
Yeah, but when he brought that out, I was like, "There's no way I can watch him eat that without having some." So.
Wait, is there a hole on the side of that thing? Did some bug burrow into it?
No, come on, man, come on.
Oh, you hit it with your finger.
All right, I made today. This evening. I made for dinner. I made beef stroganoff, but there's no turkey in it, right? So I didn't bring it up here. So what I did was, I threw together just a little what we do after Thanksgiving is have that sort of turkey leftover sandwich. So you got some turkey in here. You've got some Gouda cheese, which I highly recommend. A little spicy brown mustard.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of mayo, and that's it. That's all you need.
That's really great.
I'm telling you.
Dude,
I
mirror your turkey sandwich. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at that.
Look
at that bread.
The bread is from Cheesecake Factory, and it's toasted.
The squaw bread.
Yeah, it's toasted.
I got mine on sourdough because Shelly says sourdough is just naturally has less gluten in it by the way they prepare it.
You know what? Like sourdough toasted, there's nothing better, man. There's nothing better. I make
good sourdough here in
Sourdough
in Atlanta.
Yeah, I make tuna melts with the sourdough. So good, so good.
Cheddar.
Yeah. What do you got? What do you got, Mr. Tucci?
Nothing yet.
Are you waiting on the delivery?
Yeah, we had a flat tire, not us. The mom that was taking the boys to get weighed in for wrestling, the New York State weigh-ins, and she got a flat tire, so I had to go get Matthew. AAA was on the way, and her husband was there, so that kind of set us all back a little bit. But it should be coming. I can smell it. But I'm having steak.
You would.
I want a turkey leg. I want a big old turkey leg, but Matthew, what you call it? Matthew wanted steak, so you know.
Well, you got a few days to wait on the turkey leg, but Marcus says he makes his own chicken salad. My wife makes a killer chicken salad.
Now, let me ask you. So I've never had chicken salad because it seems like it's just like mush in a bowl. Now, I agree. I love chicken on a salad. Right, yeah, I love it like a nice grilled chicken, nice salad and all that. But not quite sure what a chicken salad is. It seems
do you like tuna? Like
no,
like tuna sandwich?
No, I don't.
Then you won't like it because sometimes it's like tuna. Like you can like kind of mix it up and it kind of is all the little strands or whatever. But some people make it where it's chunked. Where it's cut up in like little squares, and you might like that.
It's like soggy and mushy.
It's for old people that don't have good teeth.
It's basically a sandwich spread, Billy. So if you don't like sandwich spread, then you're not going to like it.
Well, see, I would like a tuna salad spread on like my roast beef or my turkey or something.
Look.
Well, you said it's like a spread. Why not get like a nice turkey or get a nice chicken breast, say, and then not tuna. I'm sorry, not tuna. I'm sorry, but chicken salad, not tuna. I love tuna steaks. I can't stand tuna in a can. I can't stand that shit.
I love that shit, man. I'll eat it right out of the can.
Yeah. Don't. Like chicken of the sea sucks, and what are like Starkist? They have like Kroger brand out here. Not Kroger. What is it? It's Costco brand.
Oh yeah.
So good. So good.
We get the white albacore chunk.
Oh, look at that.
That's what it is. Ooh, A1.
Yeah, A1.
Say hello, honey.
Hello. Service. Hello.
Deb, I'm on my way over.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Deb, give my wife a call and give her some tips.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, look at that. Can I go and show you mine?
Thanksgiving.
What the
Yes, I'll go full screen.
Would you bastard.
Watch the au jus.
Hey.
Ooh.
Oh, damn, look at that.
I can't.
Look how clean
Look at that. God,
nice work, Debbie. Wow.
Billy's not messing around. Look at Debbie. I got a turkey sandwich. Yeah.
He's got a turkey sandwich. So I don't like chicken
A
salad.
bag
Right?
of chips.
I don't know.
I've never had chicken.
I don't like chicken.
I like how he asked the wife.
Yeah, okay.
You've been married a long time when you look at your spouse and go, I don't like this, do I?
Didn't you think I called you one time from a restaurant and asked if I wanted this?
So the story goes, I was at either a Tupperware party or a
one of them women things, women like in the neighborhood.
It was the candle company. I don't remember.
Oh,
the name.
Yankee.
Fabric party, maybe.
Yankee
candles.
fabric.
No, it wasn't Yankee. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is. I was at a hostess party, and the phone at the hostess's house rang, and she says, "Deb, it's for you." And I'm like, "What are you calling me at a party?" Billy was in Chicago at a comic convention and proceeded to read me the menu so I could tell him what to order.
I'm like, do I want?
It was Italian.
Oh, and you're like, yes, you'll like that. I'm like, okay.
You'll like that.
You ordered tongue? Is that what you said?
Oh no.
No, he did not.
No.
I think the minute I heard some kind of pasta with sausage, I just stopped him there and said, "Just get that." Can I go?
Okay, Billy, how about this? Okay, there's a place down the street we just found, and it's called Uncle Tony's, and they make a rattlesnake cheeseburger. Would you eat that?
Gotta go. Bye.
I would.
Avon's calling, Debbie.
I'd try that.
I would.
Yeah.
There was this place. Actually, you might remember. Art, remember when that store on Commonwealth, Comic Mania, the one that I lived in?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they turned that place into a place called Joe's, and their big thing is that they have different types of sausages. And I thought it was interesting. I called it a predator or prey sausage because it was rattlesnake and rabbit. They had another one that was like duck and bacon. They'd have these like crazy combos, but the rattlesnake rabbit was really fucking good.
Oh, you had it? Okay.
Oh yeah.
But
Joe's
you
in Fullerton.
could you tell between the rabbit and the snake? Could you tell?
It just tasted like a tasty sausage. I had it with like onions and on.
Oh, okay. So like a spicy type sausage. So it didn't really matter what the meat was.
Right. But the duck and bacon one, that was the one. That was the one, dude. It was so like the salt and the oils and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So good. So
You
good.
know,
On Friday, so hopefully I'll smoke some mallards, man, with black ducks and breast them bad boys out, and she wraps them in bacon. Oh,
Do you keep the skin? Because the skin's where all the flavors at.
no, it's too much work. I just breast them out.
Fucking good,
Dude, you gotta pluck those. They got like 1,000 feathers.
I know, but it's worth it, man.
Turkeys
You ever
have
order duck at a Chinese place, man,
Oh, yeah,
where you get the crispy duck? Oh, fuck yeah!
Oh, I know, bro. I'm with you, but
He's down to eat it, just not prepare it.
Yeah.
You want to go over to his house and pluck all the feathers for him.
I pluck the breasts. You pluck the breast. You pluck all that, and then you cut it with a knife. You rip it open, and you take the body out.
The titty.
yeah. I made the mistake because I went to it like a cheap. Do you remember China Pink's, Dan, in Orange County?
No.
In Yorba Belinda. It's the worst name for a Chinese restaurant, China Pink's, and there was duck. And it wasn't like the meaty part. It was just, I guess, like the wings and legs, whatever, like crappy pieces of meat. And it was so oily and it was bad. It almost turned me off of,
really,
of
man?
duck.
When that stuff's all crisped up, it's so fucking good.
Yeah, duck is
You're about to be attacked.
it's a very oily meat, so it's
Yeah.
got dark.
That's why they're so buoyant, right?
Yeah.
They're buoyant.
I like that they say duck is oily. They don't say duck is greasy, because it would just change the whole feel of it. It's like, duck is really greasy.
Yeah, I could have had. So I went out and I was this close to pull the trigger, my bow on a. I could have smoked a turkey today, but he had this big ass tom with a beard. So if you ever notice turkeys, you could tell the males, the hens between the toms, is that they have a beard. The toms have a beard. It's a big long feather that hangs from its chest. So if you ever see a turkey, and you'll see it. But he had a harem. He had like six chicks with him. You know,
hey, you can't.
I'm an alpha man. I can't do that. Another friggin' alpha male. There's no way.
You
bro.
could start rolling with your own gaggle of turkeys, bro. Like they're really walking down the road with these turkeys and
They start following you. You're the new dad.
He's like, I'm the cock on the block now.
I'm a turkey pimp.
Yeah, but I would have had to challenge him in real combat. We're talking like fists and feet versus, his feet and his beak and his few claws. I wasn't even getting ready. He was big ass turkey. I wouldn't do that.
Oh, fuck
That dog wants your food, doesn't he?
What's
I
that?
remember one Thanksgiving.
His dog.
My
His
dad.
dog's attacking him.
Oh, yeah.
One Thanksgiving, we grew our turkey, and my dad took its head off. You know, I got to watch that go down. That was fun.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, you raised a turkey as a pet, and then your dad killed it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, you lived on a farm though, right?
Yeah. We had chickens and ducks and geese and
Do you saw that video that Ethan posted a while back of that turkey running down the street chasing his neighbor, and Ethan was just filming it?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
We
Was
have that all over the place by us now. There's one Tom, we call him Tom. He lives right around here, and every day with the school bus and stuff and the kids, and he fluffs up every time a car drives by. And all.
Hey Billy, every time I drive past this waterfront, there's always like a couple deers there, and I always think of you, man. Like in the trees, like with a bead on.
Oh yeah, dude! It is such a great feeling. I know you guys don't hunt, but if you do, if you especially bow hunting, archery, you smoke a deer. You know he comes. You're able to draw him in with calls, scent wicks, stuff like that. Rattling your antlers, and you bring him in 5, 10, 20 yards. You draw him, smack him. You hear that smack, and you see that blood come out from his lung, and he runs, and you just watch him, and he crashes. It's the greatest feeling in the world.
I want to do that.
You stand over him, and as he's taking his last breaths, you just start bad mouthing him, going, "Yeah, bitch, where's your mama now?
No,
6-point buck this mother effer, you dying."
Dude.
No.
Billy sits on top. He puts on Andre 3000's flute music, and he goes, "Your soul is my soul," and then he takes the heart out and takes a fucking bite of it.
What was that movie where they were like the band of brothers? They were the 3 brothers, and they went to war.
Legends of the Fall.
Oh, Legends.
Yeah, he cut his brother's heart out and ate it or something.
Oh my God, that's
he brought it home in like
a movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't eat it. He just brought it home.
Scene.
No, you can brought it home so they can bury it.
His
Yeah.
brother gets all caught up in the barbed wire, and the fucking Germans tear him up, and then he goes and he fucking scalps a bunch of
them all, dude. Yeah,
he like cuts his brother's heart out and takes it home in a fucking.
And that little brother is Henry Thomas. It's Elliot. Poor Elliot.
But what insanely.
But hey, he got to work with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Brad Pitt. Yeah.
He was an insanely annoying character. I felt.
He was, and I thought Aidan Quinn's character was like it. I didn't like him either.
But that makes him an effective character,
right?
That he's an effective actor. You're not supposed to like him. He's supposed to feel for the other kid.
Tristan.
He was Tristan was.
Oh, you mean what was his not Eddie? What was his name?
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
But he was just annoying. He was just like remember in War of the Worlds. And I loved how that movie opened up, the Tom Cruise one. Mm-hmm. But how annoying was his son in that movie?
Justin Chatwin.
Oh my God! Yeah. What a that! I hope that I guess it ruined his career.
It didn't. It didn't.
What else was he in?
He was in Dragon Ball Evolution.
Dude, I don't even know what that is.
That pretty much ruined his career then.
But what other movie was he in that people
career.
know?
No, but actually he did really good. You guys know the show Shameless that went on?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was in Shameless for like 3 seasons.
Well, I apologize, Justin.
No, but he did a great job of being a snotty teen for sure.
Yeah, how Spielberg, directed him, whatever. He was so annoying. It just, just.
The thing is with that movie, like the kids weren't even necessary in that movie. You know what I mean? Like it was just a Tom Cruise vehicle. The kids really didn't do much. They didn't interact with Tom Cruise's character.
Spielberg always tries to humanize, by putting in the whole divorce thing and getting the kids to the mom and the stepdad and they needed something to drive him to move from one end to the other.
Yeah, there was a plot movement to it, but as far as just actual characters or payoff, it didn't seem like there was much of that.
No, remember even Timothy Robbins' character.
He was great.
I didn't find him threatening. I found him just annoying.
He was scary.
I found him scary.
He was scary, I thought.
He was a scary character in that. You didn't know if he was going to turn on you or just go after the Martians and bring the whole army down on him,
And the way Tom Cruise character was protecting his daughter, because there was a lot of tension.
Yeah, I don't know. I just found him annoying. I don't know.
Past Master Dan, I'm going to go spark one.
No, I think No,
All right, you guys, I agree with.
The movie was annoying.
Yeah, I agree with this. Hit the like for Billy's steak.
Look at this, perfectly medium rare. Look at that. Oh.
Wait. Hold on. Where are you? There you are. Boom. Wow.
Oh, and this is the outside. So I already ate the inside.
Whoa! Ah! Oh shit!
Now you
dumped him.
Kicked Billy out. Jeez, Art, what are you doing?
Well, where is he? There he is. Well, Billy was having a moment with that steak, so I didn't want to intrude.
You want to give him a little alone time.
All right, so I wish Graham was here. Well, we all wish Graham was here, right? But
Always, yeah.
But Graham and I grew up in the same place. So we would have on Thanksgiving. Now, I don't know about you West Coasters. Andy, you're a Southerner. We would have...
Maryland.
Oh, okay, that's right. You had the OC... okay, did you have... So we had in New York, we had Channel 9 and Channel 11. So on Thanksgiving morning, you had the Thanksgiving Day Parade, right?
Yeah,
that was at Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. Before the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, which began at 11, at 9 a.m., they played March of the Wooden Soldiers. If you remember, we did a stream and we played that a few years back.
Oh, yeah.
You watched that. Then there was a Thanksgiving Day Parade. After that, like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, King Kong came on.
Oh.
Kong followed by Son of Kong.
Really?
And then Mighty Joe Young. And that was what you did. You just were glued to the TV watching. It was like it was an annual Thanksgiving event on either WPIX Channel 11 or WOR. Maybe Marcus might know.
Wasn't that cool?
He listed them.
Dude, we got Wizard of Oz and Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Oh,
we didn't get any of that cool King Kong shit.
No, we didn't either. Yeah,
we ended with Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving, but before Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving, then you had, and Marcus, tell me, didn't they also have monsters? Like one of them had like King Kong versus Godzilla. It ended with right before and then it ended. No, I remember. Then there was also Trog, the movie Trog.
Oh God, with
was it all monsters? And it ended with Santa Claus versus the monsters.
Oh, I still remember that.
Martians.
Yeah.
That's how it ended. To sort of kick off the whole.
Yeah.
Isn't that Clint Howard in that Santa Claus Conquers the Martians? He's like one of the weird-looking Martian kids.
That doesn't surprise me.
With those weird teeth. Like that kid went from like cute to like just horribly monstrous in a few short years.
Well, I never found him appealing. I hated him in Star Trek because when we first saw it, I was a kid. It wasn't the original run. And then Gentle Ben, and he was just so fucking weird looking, like serial killer looking kid.
Poor guy.
Dude, all we ever did on Thanksgiving was watch football. It was for the longest time.
That's what I was going to say. We would watch the parade because my dad grew up in New York, so we'd watch the Macy's parade, and then we pretty much watched football.
We had it on maybe for background noise, but it was just like football was all we watched, and it was for the longest time. A Nebraska-Oklahoma game was on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh wow!
And so that was like the big event around our house.
Yeah,
we were good memories at least. Did they win back then?
A couple times, yeah.
Yeah, we were so desperate for just entertainment in my day that we would actually get up early to watch the parade. And then my dad would sleep in, and then when he got up, I'd just sit with him, and he'd drink beer, and we'd watch football, all day.
Now it's normally
when you watch the parade, Art, were the balloons, drawn by horses and stuff?
It was before balloons were invented, Andy. Just to be honest, yeah.
It was one balloon, one hot air balloon. It was Mr. Maestro's amazing hot air balloon. He had a big old handlebar mustache, right?
No, it was literally just a hot air balloon.
Yeah, it was just.
Wow, look at that hot air balloon getting towed down the road.
The only thing
go ahead.
The only thing more boring than a soccer game is going to a parade, and the only thing more boring than a parade is watching a parade on TV.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
That I was going to ask if I'm the only one that is watching it to see the balloons that kind of go loose a little bit.
Yeah.
Like when Mickey Mouse.
That happened that happened
very
with
often,
Macy's.
though.
I know.
Yeah, woman got killed because
I don't want to
the
see
balloon
any
took
deaths.
down a light pole or something.
I just like chaos.
Was it Spider-Man or someone that ripped and then he got out of control, and then he
Something like that. Yeah.
It might have been Spider-Man. Yeah, it's weird because like last night, my wife and I went to a friend's like early Thanksgiving get together, and so we're driving up, and there's this woman, and we're commenting like, "Oh, look at this inflatable! It's a Santa Claus. It's probably like 25 feet tall. Like this thing is huge, and so it looks like it's under control, like she's inflating it, right? And then after a while, it's not really standing up. It's just kind of leaning over like it's ready to get, anally probed. And so she's kind of like trying to do whatever. And so then we're just like, I don't think this is going to happen. But you see this thing hopping, and it's kind of jumping and doing all kinds of weird gyrations. And then we're thinking like, oh, when we get out after the party, that thing's going to look, it's going to be in its full glory and everything in the yard, and it's going to be all tremendous and awesome. And then when we got out, it was gone.
It was gone.
Yeah, it was just gone. Like there was no trace that it ever existed. There weren't any strings. There weren't any lights. There was nothing. And I'm like, she must have just got pissed at Santa and just ripped that thing down.
How old were you when you saw this?
This was last night.
This was last night.
Yeah.
Are we drinking, boys? I'm gonna get a refill on my wine.
I got a beer. I got a beer.
Please, favorite beverage.
I might get a beer.
Lopez is drinking his vodka
you've
water.
Been to the Macy's parade, right? You
No,
had to
never
have
been
gone.
to the parade. No.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to go to city. What the hell you want to go to city on?
Oh,
Thanksgiving?
my dad took us when we were kids. I was like 10 or 11.
Yeah,
That's
no,
cool.
no, we never. And like you said, as look at me, the stuttering retard.
Joe Biden?
Yeah. So, but as Aaron said, it's really boring because you all want to watch the Thanksgiving Day parade, and then you're like, oh, this is terrible. Like all these acts and stuff, and the people dancing and all. It's all lip synced, and there's
Like a bad circus,
Well, in Southern California, we had the Rose Parade.
Rose Parade.
Yeah, so you get to see the beauty and the pageantry of all these.
They have like hot majorettes and hot pants.
Oh yeah,
I saw that in person once.
Bikini.
Like the idea of having to fucking set up lawn chairs like 12 hours before it starts, and
In the freezing cold, yeah.
Yeah, because it's in January, and on TV at least you get these like helicopter shots and like tracking, and you get a full performance. When you're on the street, dude, it's just like, there they go.
It's just like going to a race, like race cars, and it's it's like boom, 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 and then just like, okay, now you got to wait another 10 minutes for them to come back around.
I gotta go get a beer.
Yeah. Who's up for that? I'm not.
Nah,
I've never been.
I would love to catch it for. I will. I will. It's on my bucket list to go to the Miami Grand Prix.
Well, they had the Long Beach Grand Prix in California, and that's kind of cool because it's the streets of Long Beach, but it's televised is still the best way to watch those things. Like Dan was saying, they got helicopters tracking them. They got like these giant platforms with cameras on them and stuff like that. So you get like the best footage of it. When I was a kid, they had like the Ontario Motor Speedway, and like they had all kind like Fontana.
Laguna Seca out there by you?
They would have these were like little race tracks, and they used to have, what is the one where they had the funny cars like they had the mongoose and the snake? What's that?
Yeah, it's drag racing.
And the green mamba and that was a drag races, and then Laguna Seca, that was a motorcycle.
Yeah, motorcycle. Yeah.
Motorcycles.
Dude, I saw in person Eddie Lawson.
Dude, Eddie Lawson was my hero.
I saw him
Yamaha.
take the lead by going underneath another racer in a turn, dude. I saw it with my own eyes, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I was a sport bike guy. So Eddie Lawson, and before him was Freddie Spencer.
Yeah,
but I didn't ride Hondas, so I became an Eddie Lawson guy.
That's cool,
well,
man.
my uncle used to race quarter midgets, and those are like those little like old school roadster looking cars.
No, I thought you were talking about like little people or something.
Yeah, you just
same here. I was
No,
like,
no.
wow.
He's like
No.
Ben
I was
Hur.
like, well, it's Art's uncle. So
No,
it's
they
probably
they
legal
actually were
back
called
then.
quarter midget. They were called quarter midget cars.
So was he
Yeah.
sitting in like a red flyer wagon, and he's got ropes to their necks? And they
You know,
run?
how, it's bad enough to be a midget. Do you know how bad it must be to be a quarter midget? That's tiny. That's
Yeah,
like
well,
big.
I never thought about it until I said it out loud on the stream. So, so anyway,
On a quarter midget.
man.
yeah, he spends a year building this thing. Like he's welding the cage, like he's doing all this stuff. He's building this car from scratch, right? And so my cousin and I were watching him build this stuff, and we're so proud of him and everything. And he's like, they had these figure eight tracks. It's also where they did those crash up derbies, where they just have cars crashing into
demolition
stuff.
derbies. Yeah,
Demolition derbies, yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
used
the
to
good
watch
old.
those.
The good old days.
Crash
Those are
thing.
great.
But we used to go see him live, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so he's my uncle's like, we're so proud of him. We go, he's gonna race, right? He's like, run, run, run. He's like with these other like 10 cars, right? He goes around the first bend and he flips it. He throws the thing in the air.
Oh man.
And he
All the
totals his car. He was okay, but man, he totaled that thing, and I was like, oh my gosh. I remember trying to drag that off the track. It's just all mangled and twisted metal and everything.
all that build up, and then you're like, within 30 seconds, it's over.
Yeah, it was over. Because we were looking
That's
forward to like a whole
Aaron
night of
Rodgers
racing.
and the Jets this year.
And the
There's
Jets.
still a lot of places.
All the buildup for Aaron Rodgers and in his
Oh my
first
God.
outing as a Jet. Oh, he's
3
down.
downs, right? That's it. Three down, 3 snaps, and that's it.
Yep,
Three
Season
snaps.
over.
Season's
Three
over.
snaps.
Yep.
$80 million.
Ah, he says he's coming back. He says he's coming back.
Well, 40
How
plus
bad
years
was
old
that
from an Achilles
injury?
tear. Good luck.
He tore his Achilles.
Yeah, and he's
Yes,
I
but
don't-
normally-
how do those heal? Are those like pretty fucked up?
Oh
yeah.
God, your
well-
Achilles tendon? Forget it, dude. You're out of your mind. He's out of
He had to have
Especially
surgery.
by
The back of your
Right,
Yeah.
he's like 42
I
years
just didn't know
old, too.
what modern surgery could do these days.
Just
Well,
some
they could-
screws and stuff like that. I mean, he got something done that is not experimental, but they wouldn't do it for you or I, probably, put it that way.
Right.
And
Yeah, but
because
tendons
Aaron
take
Rodgers
forever.
and he says he's going to try and be back in week 13 or 14, maybe.
That's crazy. But
My
maybe,
wife ripped a tendon, and the doctor said you would have been better off breaking your ankle than ripping
that's
the
what they tell
tendon.
you. That's exactly what they tell you. You're better off breaking the bone than you are ripping up the tendon.
Yeah.
When I had shoulder surgery, I was in the rehabbing, right? And my rehab lady, whatever they're called, she's like, we were talking about throwing a ball, and I said, when am I going to be able to throw a ball again? She goes, you're never going to be able to throw a ball. I go, whoa. You telling me that I won't even be able to take a football and toss it to my grandkids, whenever I have them? And she's like, no, forget about it. And I went, whoa. I go, wait a minute. Drew Brees blew his shoulder up, and he's out there being an, all pro after that. And she goes, okay. She goes, number one, you're not Drew Brees. And number two, Drew Brees wasn't 60. Yeah, okay.
And
So
you
what,
did the
you
math.
can't do this motion?
No, I can. I don't know why. It hurts to. It's really hard lifting stuff above my head that's of any
Sure.
significant weight.
What'd you
But-
do? I'm sorry. What'd you do? I missed it. Rotator cuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
And but I just thought it was like when you brought it up, it's like these guys, they have like surgery for us, and then there's like
Right.
surgery for professional athletes, and it ain't
Stem
the same
cells
thing.
and
Exactly.
baby tears and things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
You guys see my son's ear? He's getting because he wrestles, so he's got cauliflower ear,
Fuck.
but he doesn't want it. So he had it drained and surgery.
Look what I'm eating now.
Oh,
That's how it looked too.
Oh, is that the cranberry shit?
yeah.
That's not shit.
I agree.
Art's
I
eating shit.
agree. It's
Look at Art
gross.
eating shit. Eat that shit, Art. Okay, put a big pile of shit in your mouth. Go ahead, come on. Art's eating that bloody stool. Look at that bloody stool.
Oh, my
Bloody
God.
stool.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Nobody wants to see that.
Oh my God! Look at
God.
Rex the Wonder Dog doesn't even want any of that. My God! They had the-
Billy, doesn't your son wear like the
Disgusting.
headgear? When he wrestles?
yeah, but when they
Zombie
practice, he doesn't, and because they wrestle so. But now we think it's infected, so he just
Oh, that's not good.
he's got a pin. Matthew,
Oh, now you're gonna show it off.
No.
well, you're eating.
He got a. I'm just surprised he got a cauliflower ear that like young and quick. I thought
Well,
that
that's
took a
not, no,
long
he's been
time.
wrestling for 10 years.
Whoa, yeah.
So, man, if I'd want that cauliflower ear.
But
Yeah,
don't they wear the ear protection?
yeah, but not all the time. In certain tournaments, you don't, and if you practice, you don't. And you ever bump into a guy in a bar with a cauliflower ear? You're like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you're a badass.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry.
And then you find out the guy was just hit a lot by his dad upside the head.
Exactly.
Oh,
Go to your room.
Hey, Aaron,
Yes.
that Shelly was saying that to you. Could you beat her in volleyball?
Lepresti.
Yeah. Oh, Matt. Oh, that's look. Art's eating shit. Look. Bloody
What is
stool.
that?
Bloody stool.
oh, don't say that. That's disgusting.
He's
Gee.
eating blood pudding. Hey, show me here. Hey,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
show. This is Matthew, guys. Hey, world. Look. Yeah, stand over here. Yeah, sit here. And, yeah, head in there.
Is this gonna make me puke?
Chair.
No, it's not bad.
So
Oh, that's not bad. Your dad's a big baby.
Oh yeah, no, that's not nearly as bad
look
as
at
you
it. Look
made
at
it
the
out
back.
to
See, he's
sound.
got a.
Oh,
It's all right.
Yeah, I was thinking like the comic books. What's that character that hangs out with Superman? He's got the cauliflower ears. What's his name?
The guy that hangs out with Superman.
No,
It's like Superman's best bud, or what? He wears the hat. He's a dock worker. What is that guy's name? He's got the big old jaw.
Well, it was bad until I got this thing in it.
Yeah. Now he had it drained, right? Drained, it's
Yeah.
stitched, and hopefully it's not infected. His mother's.
So-
kind of now.
So when it's drained, does it look like this?
Yeah, no, you should have seen the vial. It was like 4 cc's, and it was like chunks in it and everything. It was gross.
It's weird. Like when that happens, right? You're just a little bit enamored. Like that shit's coming out of my body.
Yeah, it's like, whoa. I want to take a picture of it. I took a picture of it the first time I got it drained. That was only like half a cc.
You're like me. I always want to get a picture of
Right?
Like-
Yeah.
like bad shit that happens to me.
Remember when my leg? They pulled all that shit out of my leg that last. Remember Billy's leg hole? I had all that blood. Oh my God.
leg hole.
And the guy
like a
goes,
bar.
yeah, the guy goes, "Can you take pain?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "You want this to bite on?" He had like a rubber stick. I'm like, "Why would I need to? What kind of pain are you talking about?" And he just grabs my leg on both ends and just starts. He's a big hands, and just goes, and this fucking alien just started coming out of my leg hole.
Hey, Billy, did it look like this?
It really did look like that. Fucking nasty.
it's like the 1800s. The doctor's like, before you bite on this leather belt, take a swig of this whiskey.
Whiskey.
And what are
And
those
then
things
after you
they
swig it, he
leech?
Pours it on your leg.
Yeah, and then he put leeches all around it to eat the infection.
Yeah.
That was the first time. That was the least bad.
Oh, show that. Oh, that's
That was only
Oh,
half.
it looks like what Art just ate.
Yeah. No, I wish I took a picture of the second one because the
Oh, dude,
second,
who's this chick?
that's
Oh, sorry.
And why are you showing us?
I like his first response to Billy was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
That's it, nothing nastier.
no.
Oh,
well,
my God.
the second time I did it was disgusting. I saw it on like the tray. It was like it was like
Like
they
Dr.
said it was,
Pimple
14
Popper.
beads.
Oh, I can't watch that show. My
Hey,
daughter
look.
watches that. Dr. Pimple Popper.
We're,
My wife
since we're going down this road, man, I just took my.
All
90
women love that show.
I love you, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
Aaron. Go.
I just took my 92-year-old mother in to get some skin cancer removed, and dude,
God.
they took a, if you've ever had skin cancer, unfortunately I have. They take a big chunky or whatever the spot is, and holy crap! I mean, this big chunk, it was like the size of 50-cent piece, and then it's like sitting on the counter because they got to go check it to make sure that they got all of it. And so then they come back and go, "Oh, we need to get some more." So they take another chunk, and I'm like, she's got like a freaking rabbit hole in her leg right now. But it was so disgusting, but kind of like cool in a gross way.
Well, did you see the guy? Have you guys been watching the JFK specials at all?
No.
No.
Okay. Well, it's on what's it on? I don't know, Netflix or Paramount or one of them, or Nat Geo, one of them. And there's a guy that was witness to it or whatever, and he must have had skin cancer right here on his nose. Like you thought your nose looked bad, Art?
Yeah.
Like Michael Jackson.
It's like a fucking U, like an upside down U. And it's so disturbing because he's talking and you just can't. It's like mo. Remember that? Like you just can't. Like what the fuck?
Mo.
Mole.
You've seen the prosthetics they do where somebody doesn't have a nose, and when it's clipped on, it looks fine. But then they're like, "But I can do this." Boonk, and they just got that hole in their face like a skull. And you're like, oh my god!
They look like the Phantom of the Opera. They look like the Phantom of the Opera. There's a couple things I got over it since, but I used to not be able to eat at a restaurant with like a really fat person. Like if I could see them, I couldn't eat, man. I would just get up and I would leave. I couldn't watch like. I mean, I'm talking about really, really big people. I'm not talking about just no, and it would just gross me out. So I gotta get out of here, right? And so then, a friend of the family, she had some skin cancer, so like part of her nose wasn't there, so you could see the nasal cavity inside and everything. And so holiday story, they used to come over, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and I could never sit across from that poor lady. She was sweet as could be, but oh my gosh. I'm like, put a bandage or something on it.
I cover it up. Just out of,
What was that movie with Chevy Chase? What was that movie with Chevy Chase and Demi Moore where she looked really hot in it? She had that white, like, halter top and the shorts, and they went to Dan Aykroyd played the judge. Remember that? And he had like a dick for a nose.
Oh God!
One veteran
told me about this movie. It was from 1990.
Yeah, Humpty Hump was it? All I want to do is a hump. Whatever that guy was.
I don't remember that. What is this?
What hell movie was that?
No, and didn't Dan Aykroyd direct it or something?
I don't know.
One of those guys directed it.
I would say because I would had to have seen this if it was from back then with Chevy Chase.
It's weird because
she's really hot in it. Nothing but trouble. Nothing but trouble. 1991.
I remember that.
So he's looking at Dan Aykroyd in the room, and Dan Aykroyd's an old judge, and he kept calling her a banker, and you're going to stay here, but I lost my leg in the war, and he's got like a prosthetic nose, and you look at it, it's a fucking dick on his nose. He takes it off, and you throw it on his face like this.
It's called Nothing But Trouble. I'm looking it up, so it's
John Candy was in it.
Yeah.
I've heard of this film. I have not seen it though.
Let me see. Nothing.
I found a screenshot of Dan Aykroyd.
But I'm looking for Demi Moore.
Well, Demi Moore is smoking in it.
Did you guys find it?
Oh, they had the two like retarded mutant toxic mutant dudes in it and stuff because he was off of like a landfill, like a toxic dump is where he lived and everything. It's fucking weird. Let me see. Nothing But Trouble, Demi Moore.
She had short hair, right? It's like up.
Yep. Yeah, she was hot in it. Really hot.
Oh yeah, he plays the he plays the old I remember seeing this.
Yeah, he's an old
There
judge.
you go, share my screen.
It's weird, like I'm looking, but there's no good pictures. Oh, this is Dan Aykroyd, yeah.
Oh yeah.
His nose is actually a dick if you look at it, if you could zoom in.
It's
this was the time when like special effects makeup was like running amok in Hollywood.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Oh, here, it's his picture. Let me share this one. Hang on.
That's just so gross.
Hang on. Where is it? Come on. All right, here you go. Can I get big? Oh, yeah. Let me share this. Hang on.
Yeah, they were like stuck in a town, weren't they? They couldn't get out or something.
Yeah, they were like, he owned the whole town. It was built over a toxic dump or something.
Yeah.
Hang on. Look at this picture.
Oh, people are saying it's cringy.
Yeah, look at this. All right, so let me.
Imagine Dan Aykroyd in that makeup eating.
Here you go. Look, Aaron, look. Look at his fucking nose.
Oh no!
Dude, it's free on YouTube right now, the whole movie.
No.
Okay, everybody, after the show here,
It
treat
is.
yourself to Nothing But Trouble.
It's free with ads on YouTube.
Oh.
You know what? It's going to be the new Thanksgiving tradition for CG.
Oh, I'm saving this to watch later. Are you kidding me?
I'm looking for a good shot of Demi Moore, and I can't not
was she
find
blonde
one.
in that?
She's
Was she
sexy.
blonde in that?
No, she's brunette, but she's got this.
No.
She's really freaking
Brunette.
hot.
Yeah, look at the movie poster. She's wearing that white dress that you're talking about, Art.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can
Show the movie
put
poster.
save.
I know it's
Yeah, but
good.
you
It's
can't
one
see
of
her
those-
body though.
Oh, John Candy
still.
played his daughter,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
and he had to
please
marry her.
pull
The banker.
pull the poster up.
Oh, John Candy's in drag, right?
Oh, here's a shot of her legs. Hang on, let me
See,
stop
this
there.
is
That.
one of those movies that is like, I think, you know, CERN. You know how they say when they turn on CERN, it like derailed our reality. You know, the Mandela effect and all that stuff.
Yeah.
This is one of those movies where I'm like, yeah, I don't remember this at all. And then when I look at it, I'm like, it's totally plausible. That
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
hello.
picture I just pulled. Yeah, right there.
It's
Which
totally.
one?
It's the only good one I could find. Yeah, and it's kind of low res, but
Yeah, I got one. I got one right
But
here.
I still have no recollection of this movie at the time, and it's star-studded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go. Share that. Here's her legs. So it gives you a link, an idea of what she was wearing.
oh, there you go.
Total smoke.
Well,
Look at that.
hello.
Yeah, hello.
That's all you need. They should have made that on the poster instead of Dan Aykroyd's,
It fits the
cock
title.
nose.
Nothing but trouble, and that's what you see.
Mm.
And every guy can relate and is like, I got to see this movie.
And then you see Uncle Dick Nose.
Dick nose.
That's right. Exactly.
I never saw that movie, but
gotta
when I
see
saw
it.
that, when I saw the movie poster, I was like, I remember, the advertisements and stuff.
There's a picture of Demi Moore. Put that one up there.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
see?
Oh, yeah.
That's
That was
that
from
stripper movie
that
she was
stripper
in.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that like ruined her career.
I would say it made her career.
No, that ended.
No.
It kind of ended because no one wanted to see her like that.
Wasn't
Are you kidding me?
Wasn't Burt Reynolds?
What do you
in
mean,
that?
no one?
Yes, Burt.
That's right. Burt Reynolds was in that one.
Yep, they say women didn't like him. Remember, he was old. He had like Vaseline or oil all over him, and then he had
What?
Yeah, he wanted to hang out with her, and he had like Vaseline or oil all over.
Well, he
him.
was like a congressman,
Yeah.
a retired congressman or something.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
movie before that was Boogie Nights, where he got an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, and then ended up in this one too.
You know what's horrible is like Bruce. What was his name? And Demi Moore.
Willis.
Bruce Willis got together and had a bunch of ugly kids, and it's like Billy Joel and what was her name? Christy Brinkley. Like had an ugly kid. Like that's gotta suck to be that ugly kid, right? Like you're just like my mom. My mom is the most gorgeous woman in the world, and this is how I look.
and I look like my dad.
I thought Bruce Willis. I thought Bruce and Demi's daughter. She's not that bad, is she?
What's her name? There was one that has a weird name, like Rumor or
Look at
something, right?
Liza Minnelli.
Tumor.
Yeah, it's Rumor Willis.
Look at Liza Minnelli. Mother is Judy Garland. Husband is Vincent Minnelli, the director, who's just
What happened?
And she looks like her dad. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But you see,
Some-
did you guys
How it
see
goes,
Cindy Crawford's daughter?
no,
She looks just like her. She's a model. If you Google Cindy
Yeah,
Crawford's daughter,
I would think so.
Oh yeah.
She looks like Cindy
Yeah.
Crawford.
Well, oh wait, who's the other one?
Rumor
Kathy
Willis.
Ireland?
She is not pretty.
no,
Oh my.
not Rumor Willis. No, I'm saying
No, I said Rumor
No,
Willis. I
Aaron-
didn't think
yeah,
she was
Andy
ugly.
did.
I don't remember.
Oh, she's gross.
Kathy Ireland's kids are cute, I think. Because I think Kathy did a bikini runway walk with one of her daughters or something.
That's sick.
Yeah, look at it here. Here's Cindy Crawford's daughter.
You know what? You know what, Dan? It makes it all that much better when you're just like, oh, because you actually did this where you just kind of, oh man.
But Demi Moore had a run of movies. She had G.I. Jane, Indecent Proposal.
Yeah.
Like she had a run. A Few Good Men.
Okay, somebody says
Yeah, she
Alexa. Alexa that's Billy Joel's daughter, right?
Yes, but yeah, Alexa Joel. Yeah, okay. Let me show you. Share my this. You guys are gonna want to see this.
Is this good?
Oh
or
yeah,
bad?
you're right about rumors.
You're gonna
She
wanna
looks
see
like
this.
Bruce. Never
Yeah, look at
mind.
this. Yeah, share this one, Art. This is Cindy Crawford's daughter.
Oh shit!
Gosh, she looks
Oh
just
yeah,
like
look
her.
at those
Look at
eyebrows.
that.
Whoa.
That's not Cindy Crawford.
Nope, that's her daughter.
Oh my gosh,
She's kinda
Dirty old
uncomfortable.
man.
What? The
I know.
heck?
I want to paint a mole on her.
1990 Billy
Holy
Tucci looked
smokes,
at.
man! That's like a copy, man. That's
Mhm.
crazy.
That's her
Yeah.
mini right there.
How old is this kid? Just so
She's like
you know,
20.
we know if
She's a
we
model.
should have
She's
dirty
out-
thoughts.
She's a model. She's a famous model now.
All I know is I want to paint a mole right here on her lip.
Oh, she was my favorite Cindy. I have a whole file. If you guys saw my reference cabinet that I posted, I got a whole file on her on Cindy.
I
Crawford.
did. I especially like the file titled "Ballerina and Ballet." You homo.
Yeah,
I know
hey,
that's
man.
not for art reference.
Oh,
Billy's like,
Rita
how can I
Hayworth
hide my
guy.
fascination for ballerinas and ballet?
That's
I'll
what we
call
did.
it art reference and put it in my
Art-
board.
Yeah, hide it in there. Hide it there.
Rita Hayworth.
Yeah, Billy's
After everybody goes to
overcompensating.
bed, he can be like, woo, and get on his tip.
Wait, hang on. Shut up. I know what you're talking about.
Rita Hayworth.
Shut up.
She's the hottest of all.
Hey, remember Gloria Graham? Remember Gloria Graham from what was she in? Remember the actress Gloria Graham? She was an Oscar
Is
winner.
it Heather Graham's daughter?
No, she was in Buffalo Girls. Let's come out tonight. You know what's her name?
That's before my time.
Art. She was after your time.
Doggery.
From the Jimmy Stewart movie. Mary. She
Jimmy
doesn't know
Stewart,
Gloria
who?
Graham. She's gorgeous. Well,
Okay.
her career was ruined by getting caught in bed with her 13-year-old stepson. Hello.
What?
Yeah, you didn't.
What?
You
You're
don't
not
know-
talking about from It's a Wonderful Life. What's her name?
Yes, Gloria Graham. Let me find it. Hang on.
Wait, what?
Yes, hang on. I got it right. Boom. How come you don't know this? That's why I win Aaron's things all the time, except when Graham cheats.
By the way,
When
Cindy
Graham
Crawford's
cheats.
daughter is 5'10".
Oh,
That's a
little tall.
So much shorter than me.
I have to read this one out loud. Are the bros about to descend into horny doggery yet again?
Horn doggery again.
Horn
it's
doggery.
always- Billy's always the
I
spirit.
mean, Aaron's here,
behind all
so you never know.
We've all been married a long
Billy.
time.
Billy.
Perhaps too long.
What?
Huh?
Oh, me.
But
I'm
it's your
the
fault.
I'm the bad guy. I'm a
No.
red-blooded all-American male, for God's sakes.
Who are you going to show us now? You're showing us
Gloria
pictures.
Graham. I'll share it right now, and this is the one that was caught in bed with her 13-year-old stepson. I didn't know this,
What?
Lopez.
No.
There,
I didn't know that.
What?
What? She's
Well, she
Come
looks
on,
like she's.
her? Yes.
there. He is, right there. That's him.
No, hang on. Let me see. Here's Gloria
Who
Graham.
is that guy
there.
though? He looks familiar.
That's a
Yeah, but
very
she looks
young-
like she's about 16 or 18 there too.
Well, let me go and find the actual.
She's but a child.
I got caught of them gams, and that was all over for me. In June 1951, Ray caught her in bed at their Malibu home with Tony, his 13-year-old son from his first marriage, who just returned from military school.
Ooh.
1951.
Dude, that kid was
the
scoping.
debauchery, man.
It was the kind of thing Gloria Graham, the actress, would have done in her movie, says biopic director Paul McGean.
Well, you know what? She
It was
just
a
wanted to
different-
thank
it was a
him.
different time.
She wanted to thank him for his service.
Dude.
But I haven't gone to war yet.
Billy,
You went to military
Billy,
school, close enough.
What
Billy,
kind of
who
game
was
was
the
that
young
kid
actor with her in
spitting?
that photograph? I know that guy. I know. him
No,
from
all right,
Last Girl.
I will find out right now. Let me go back onto it. Sorry.
I can't
The
think of his name. I
actor.
can see his face as an older actor, but I'd never seen him that young.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he's about 16 years old.
Is he the
No,
guy
but he's
that was-
very
is he
familiar.
the guy that was shot in the throat in The Godfather too?
No. That was Sterling Hayden. That's
Yeah,
not-
Sterling Hayden was a World War II hero. I'll go back to that page and let's see if that jogs your memory, old chum. Blonde Fever. So who starred with Gloria Graham in Blonde Fever? I'll check.
That guy right there. I know that guy.
Oh
Probably
my
from
God! Look at this
TV.
girl.
What the heck is his name?
He looks
Yeah,
real
he
familiar.
says.
Yeah.
Blonde Fever cast. Here we go. That is. Well, let's see more. There's more. Let's see. Marshall Thompson, young Marshall Thompson.
No.
No, let me see. Could be. Is this the same guy?
I mean, I'm not saying it's not.
It's Marshall Thompson, Graham.
Yeah, but where do we
Aaron.
know him from?
All right, Marshall Thompson passed away in
yeah.
1992 at the age of 66 only. He was married to Barbara Long in 1949. Stayed married to her, so he's a good dude. He was in Battleground. He was in Battleground. He was in Gallant Bess, The Clock, Stars in My Crown, The Cult of Cobra, Fiend Without a Face.
Ooh, that sounds good.
First Man into Space. He also was in To Hell and Back with Ori Murphy. He was in It, The Terror Beyond Space.
Yeah.
Maybe that, It, Terror Beyond Space. He was also in the television series The World of Giants.
He looks.
He was
like
in one episode of Benson.
1968, he was on the CBS sitcom Angel. 1960 to 61. Who's that dish? Anna Farage. Oh, hello. I'm going to go down that fucking rabbit hole now, aren't I?
Yeah.
He went to star in Vietnam War films, a Yank in Vietnam. Unfortunately, it'd be like a million Yanks in Vietnam 3 years later. To the Shores of Hell. Clarence, the cross-eyed
That's
lion.
what dude. The television show Doc Tari. That's where I know him from.
Oh, okay. Let's.
That was the one with the Aussie. Like he had the hat and they had the Jeep and then he had the machine gun.
Let the old men speak.
It was with the Aussie and then he had the hat with the fold on the side and then they had the Jeep and then they had the machine gun in the back, right?
Yes.
No, that
We
was
should be on the bottom for those three
That's
old
Rat
guys.
Patrol.
Rat Patrol, yeah, that show was good.
Dude, that show is still on like 1 o'clock.
Oh, Doc Tori's the one with the zoo animals and all that stupid shit, right?
He had a cross-eyed lion that was like his
Rat
buddy
Patrol?
or something.
Yeah, the cross-eyed. Yeah, it was Clarence the Cross-Eyed Lion, which is interesting because if you guys saw the great classic March of the Wooden Soldiers, which won Best Picture for the 1930s, remember the cat? Remember the cat and his eyes were crossed?
Oh, yeah.
Remember the cat was cross-eyed?
I remember you making us watch that, and it was horrible.
Made you watch that?
Yeah,
Really?
You made us watch it.
So we should. That should be either the holiday tradition for us. We watch that movie or we watch Tiny Town.
Tiny Town.
None of the
Terror in Tiny Town.
Those midgets could brawl, man.
No.
That final scene when they were in that cabin fighting over that
Yeah.
dynamite was about to go off.
There wasn't one quarter midget in the lot.
Hey,
No.
Aaron.
Yeah.
They were all full midgets, yeah.
So, Aaron,
Full size.
Marshall Thompson, you could see he's a Republican because he married his wife in 1949 and remained married to her his entire life, and he supported Barry Goldwater in 1964
There
presidential
you go,
election.
Doc Tari, baby.
I'm sorry, all the way, baby.
That's a strange name. I wonder if it means anything.
Well, I used to think as a kid it was Doc, like Dr. Tari, but it's Daktari. It
Oh, I
means
thought you
something.
were saying Doctari, like DOC.
That's what I.
Well, they
used to
are
think.
kind of like doctors, right? In like
that's what I thought.
in Africa or something like that, exotic animals. They look after I don't know, giraffe, zebras, exotic animals.
Oh, my.
All shot in the back lot of Universal Studios. They were never in the jungle.
Way to go.
Never.
Like
ever.
Gilligan's Island wasn't on a real island, someone told me. Fuck you, liar.
I know. That's.
Trader says Doctari is Swahili for doctor. So
Oh, so you're right. We're all right.
You played the doctor.
Yeah, it was about like veterinarian medicine.
Hey, Aaron, do you remember the Brady Bunch when you were a kid? Was it on when you were a kid?
What? I just came back. I was
When you were a kid, did you watch the Brady Bunch? Was it on when you were a kid?
Oh yeah.
You and Art, you guys watched the Brady Bunch? Because I only saw it in reruns.
No,
I don't remember
I watched
one
it.
single episode, but I know I
remember
watched it.
I remember it as a real little kid, like 78, 79-ish. I don't know if that was new or reruns, though. It
I
felt
was,
like
like,
it was
I was
new.
like the middle sister for some reason. I don't know why, but I.
Marcia?
Jan?
Jan? Really? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Marsha
The one that
was
would
more-
go, Marsha.
Marsha was too predictable. Everybody loved Marsha, you know, but it was like Jan. I thought Jan, when she gets older.
Man, I was all about.
Yeah, but it was
Mrs.
Cindy that
Brady,
did
bro.
porn when she got older. So.
Did she
Was it really?
really?
All right, Andy, get on it. We need pictures.
No. You've seen what she looked like when she got older. Cindy didn't turn out too well. Fell in hard times.
I can't see
Might have been
Jan ever
soft
getting
core.
pretty. I
She's
can't.
doing porn. She fell on hard times. That's for sure.
Well, I think Aaron, you got some action with didn't that middle kid in Brady Bunch? Didn't she do like some kind of like hard hitting TV movie where she was a hooker or something?
Jan?
Yeah,
Oh.
like she as an adult, she was like, I got to stretch my
Maybe.
acting
Dude,
chops.
I think you're right. I think you're right about that.
It was a TV like made for TV
Her
movie.
agent said, "Listen, girl, you've been typecast as the sweetie. You need
Was
to
that
be
like
a
it was?
slut."
It had like a girl's name, portrait of a street girl or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was something her name, and portrait of a Eve Plum, I guess is the actress's name.
Yeah, Eve Plum, yeah.
She could not have gotten good looking. She
Oh,
wasn't
my God.
attractive. Oh, 69 to 74. So it was still on with $6 Million Man. Didn't
So it
$6 Million
was
Man
Ava.
debut in
Interesting.
74?
I'm not sure when it did.
That was a good
I remember
year.
that opening. That was a
Yeah,
great.
because I remember. Yeah, so I definitely.
Oh, that was
saw
a
it
great
in
show,
reruns.
yeah.
What was the #1 pop song of 1964?
Oh,
1974. 1974.
Oh.
Probably something from Elton John.
Okay, Elton John. You, Andy Smith.
Wildfire.
Oh, fuck, I don't know. Something from the Partridge Family. I got
Partridge
no
Family.
idea. It was 1974.
Wildfire Lopez says Aaron Lopresti.
I said Wildfire.
Right, Aaron Lopresti. I'm sorry, RT Bear. What do you say?
I have no idea.
Yes.
Beatles, something the Beatles,
Beatles were not a band for 4 years. Quick.
something Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney. Okay, what song?
Live and let die.
Live and Let Die,
You're talking about
1972.
Wings,
You're wrong.
huh?
The #1 song of 1974 was "I Honestly Love You" by Olivia Newton-John.
Heck yeah, I love her.
Okay, I have an Eve Plum update. It was called Dawn, Portrait of a Teenage Runaway.
Oh, and she got into
Oh.
porn or prostitution.
Prostitution, I believe.
It's fascinating. Can we watch that? What?
Wait, Fritzy.
Yeah, I got left. I'm having a good time. Like,
Yeah, have another drink.
this is all the wine for Thanksgiving. Debbie's like, go buy 6 bottles of wine. I'm like, okay.
That's the last one.
No, there's a third one, but it's like Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. You already lost
Tuesday,
today.
baby.
Yeah. Anyways, it says Eve Plum wasn't on the Brady Variety Show because she was filming that TV movie. So she was actually thumbing her nose at her roots to spread her wings.
That's right. I
you
remember
find the
that
trailer?
special, and they had like a stand-in for her, and I was like, "Hey, what happened to Eve Plum?" And now we know she was Dawn.
What was it? Dawn Portrait?
Portrait of a Teenage Runaway.
Well, and then what's his face? The middle boy.
Mike Brady.
Peter, was it Peter was the
Peter.
middle boy?
Yeah.
He couldn't sing. So whenever they would do the singing and stuff, he just felt like so left out and stuff. Because we watched this whole behind the scenes thing
Why didn't
a
he just
couple
mouth
months
it?
back. Yeah.
You just mouth it.
Well, his voice was changing too. Remember that episode where his voice actually cracked and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh my gosh.
and then Barry,
Yeah, Barry
the
got very.
oldest, the oldest kid, Barry, what's his face, tried to date the mom, Florence Henderson,
Yes,
behind the scenes.
yes, I
And
saw
she's
that.
like, "You're just a kid. That's so cute." So
Yeah.
instead, he dated Marsha.
Yeah, and Bobby banged Jan, right? He had Jan.
What?
Yeah,
I don't
Bobby
know.
and
I don't
Jan. And then, but remember Barry? Remember if you saw that same special that he thought he was a superstar, and
Right.
he thought he was the bee's knees, and then he would want to be in films, like, well, you have to audition. He's like, audition? I'm Barry, whatever the hell his fucking name is. I'm not
Right.
audition, and his career just went. Oh, look at
Okay, I gotta read this. Okay, NBC sends you all the best. 9:00 world premiere. She was a 15-year-old runaway in Hollywood, hanging around, getting nowhere, and then she met Swan, who put her to work on the street. A powerful, provocative movie with Eve Plum, Bo Hopkins, and George Stanford Brown. There she is.
Yeah, she
This
got
is
a
for
weird
you.
You should try and find the trailer for that on YouTube.
This
And
is
you know
for
what?
you, Aaron.
It's intended for mature audiences.
Yeah. You know what's good about this is that they cast her because that's usually what they look like, the Runaways. You know, they're not these beauty queens. They're like girls that want to be actresses, and they're not like stunning.
How dare you? I saw, what was that movie with what was that called? The girl with oh my gosh, what is her name? Where she played the hooker and
Jodie
she was,
Foster.
no, it
Julia
was
Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts. Yeah, Pretty Woman. That's it. Yeah,
Yeah, they don't look like that.
they don't
No,
look like
was a
that.
big that was a big movie and stuff. But with this, it's like Eve Plum gets the call. Yeah, they want you for this role. What is it? Oh, it's this runaway
Whore.
prostitute chick, whatever. Oh, really? Yeah, because they figure hot chicks would never look like that, so they think.
Oh,
No.
how much does Eve Plum hate Jodie Foster, who took all the roles that Eve Plum would have had if she?
Oh yeah,
if she
but
just,
Jodie Foster was a good actress.
yeah,
Oh
but
my
she
God.
could
Eve
just,
Plum's like, I could have been getting raped on a pool table.
yeah,
Damn, that Jodie Foster stole my role.
like didn't you see Eve Plum driving her 1973 Bug? And if she only knew, and as Jodie Foster knew to Hollywood, she just kind of hit her, just clipped her, and maimed her.
Oh,
life.
no. Like a Tanya Harding sort of thing.
Yeah, we'd be talking about Eve Plum to this day.
She kneecaps her. Yeah.
She does a Tanya Harding like
Won't
10
be a-
years earlier.
Won't be Academy Award winner.
What
Eve
year
Plum.
was Taxi Driver? Was that 74?
70. Yeah. Oh,
Three?
dude, Sybil Shepherd in that movie. Woohoo!
Yeah, that's
That's 73, I think, right? Taxi Driver?
well. So it was about the same year as Dawn, Portrait of a.
Teenage Runaway.
So Jodie Foster's doing Taxi Driver. Eve Plum is doing Dawn, Portrait of a Teenage Runaway. What are you gonna do?
Eve Plum's memoir, she's going to say, yeah, I turned down Taxi
75,
Driver
thank
for this
you,
made-for-TV crap.
You know what? I think
I
we
took
have
the
some
wrong
advice.
path.
We have some advice for Eve Plum right now. Publish your diary, because there's got to be all kinds of shit like that.
I think,
Yeah.
dude, I think
Dear,
that's
J-
all right.
dear diary, Jodie Foster aced me again.
She's
This will
still
be the
around.
last
You guys ever
time.
watch that show, BJ and the Bear?
Yeah, with a monkey. The guy was a truck driver with a monkey.
Anything with BJ's in it, I didn't watch.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what suckered me into the pilot. I'm like, BJ and the Bear?
That's the
What's
best
this
part
all
of BJ
about?
is watching, though. Wait, what? Shut up, Art. You're disgusting.
It was like Knight Rider without the action. They took.
I like that I got the flack for that one. It was Andrew. It wasn't me.
Disgusting. Disgusting. You guys are disgusting.
I didn't mind that show. My Helen, she loves that show because she liked
You guys
that main
watch-
actor.
Oh, Greg England or something?
Yeah, Greg Evigan.
Evigan, yeah.
Greg Evigan, yeah.
Wait, we got some shocking news here. Jodie Foster's a dude.
No,
Is she dude now?
No.
No, let me see that.
No, he's just
Jodie
he's just being
Foster,
smart. Jodie Foster.
Tran.
man.
No, she's not Tran.
Oh.
He's
She-
no,
she's gay.
What about
I think
Grizzly
she's just-
Adams.
yeah, she's gay.
Did you
but
guys
she's,
watch Grizzly Adams?
He's
Yes.
gay too, right?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched Grizzly Adams.
Wait a minute, Grizzly
Oh,
Adams
yeah.
is gay?
No.
I don't know.
Like, come on.
I don't know if that guy ever did.
No,
That
he's
guy
not
ever do anything after that TV show?
He was a terrible actor. He just looked the part.
This show
Yeah.
sounds like my
It's a
thoughts. You know what I
terrible
mean? Like just all at the same time.
He was always on Battle of the Network Stars with a T-shirt too small, one size too small, and you
Oh,
see
those
like
were
his
so
he's
Eric's
like-
watching Grizzly Adams critiquing the acting. His dad and mom are like, would you shut up? We're trying to enjoy the show. You guys living out here with bears and you're ruining it for us.
We used to watch that show, but man, he's not good.
Yeah, this one's for you, Andy. I hated BJ.
I
and the
saw
Bear.
that. Come on.
Hey, what was that? What was
BJ
that guy?
McKay and his best friend Bear.
Who was that? Who was the old guy that used to hang with Grizzly Adams? Who was the actor? He was in he was
Gabby
the uncle.
Hayes. Gabby
Huh?
Hayes.
No. He was the uncle in.
Gabby.
Who were the just the two good old boys? What were those guys' names?
He wasn't the
Oh,
uncle
Hazard.
from Dukes of Hazzard, was
Dukes
it?
of Hazzard.
Denver
Oh,
Pie.
was it really?
Denver
Uncle
Pie.
Jesse?
Yeah, he was in.
Yeah, hey, one of the things I remember about
Yeah,
the
Uncle
late
Jesse
70s,
was the guy in Grizzly Adams. He was like the old mountain man.
it probably
Oh, shit.
the TV character actors were like proliferating all over the place. Like think about Pat Morita, you know.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
hear that story that Pat Ramita told about borrowing money from Red Fox?
No.
No.
How it was? I mean, it's not a joke story. It's a very heartwarming story. He was like telling. I saw this little clip on Instagram, and he's saying that he was new to acting and all this kind of stuff, and he had the opportunity to get this house.
Red Fox was nude acting?
No.
Pat Morita.
I know.
And,
I'm just kidding.
and so I don't know what his relationship with Red Fox was because I missed that part of it. But he was like, Red Fox. He goes, look, I just need this down payment, and I'll pay you back. And Red Fox is like, he called his girl over to get him a checkbook or whoever, his secretary, whatever. He wrote Pat Morita a check for whatever the amount was. I can't remember. And so he goes, you don't have to pay me back. He just said, pay it forward. And so Pat Morita always remembered that. And so then he said that he did the same thing for somebody else and that kind of thing. It was just kind of, you don't picture Red Fox as being like this kindly guy that would do that, but apparently he was.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I just saw this clip from Sanford and Son, and he was what was his Lamont? His son Lamont was like getting a speeding ticket or something, and Red Fox was like defending him in court, and he's like, he goes up to the white officer and he's like, I'm always giving black people speeding tickets. He goes, well, I give white people. He goes, no, you don't even look at all the black people. But he didn't say he was dropping the N-bomb on this TV show.
Whoa.
I was like, I would not believe it. It was just so funny. And I was like, how could they have put this? They put this on in, early 70s. Now you couldn't say that, if it.
No.
Different times, man.
And that's the thing. To me, you would think it just would have progressed to where it's like you could.
Yeah,
instead of going backwards.
Yeah. Terrible.
Sanford and Son was great. That's another one though. The dude that played Lamont, what'd he ever do after that show?
I don't know.
No.
Oh,
whatever happened to Freddie Prinze after Chico and the Man? His career.
Yeah, whatever happened to Chico and the Man?
Well, he killed himself for one.
Oh God, Art.
Gosh. Too soon.
Art,
Freddie Prinze killed himself.
Art, are you eating blood pudding? Is that what you're eating?
No, the cranberry sauce. It's really, really good. It's really good. My wife makes it from scratch.
Hey, you
Am
guys
I
remember
crazy
Freddie
to
Prinze
remember
and Chico
that
the Man?
there was
He was dating Farrah Fawcett.
That was Ryan O'Neal.
What?
Freddie Prinze at 20 years old was dating Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah, when he was. He was.
So he had prime Farrah Fawcett.
Now, I don't know. All I know is I heard that Timothy Van Patten was dating her. That's why I hated him to this day.
Is he one of the Van Patten brothers?
I thought it
Yeah.
was Ryan O'Neal.
No, well,
He married her, and then he killed her.
Yeah.
No, he didn't kill her.
No, that was.
Oh,
She died the
Christopher
same day
Walken.
Michael Jackson died.
Farrah Fawcett died. Dude, check out Farrah Fawcett in 1995 when she was in Playboy, dude. Holy shit.
I heard that you could hang coat hangers from them.
So, do you guys
shit, I do remember that.
The craze, like, and maybe I'm wrong, but there was like a craze for CB radios for a while. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
It was like, it was on TV. It was like,
Well, that was BG and the Bears, right? That's what he was a trucker. Yeah, that was the
I
idea.
remember like Radio Shack ads trying to sell you CB radios.
Yeah.
And like the vernacular saying like, what's your, 10-4, good buddy. That's a.
What's your handle? What's your handle? Yeah.
What's your handle? What's your 20? Like.
Yeah, what's your?
We got a trucking convoy right here, baby. And remember, even like one of my favorite movies, Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah,
it starts off with that guy rapping in the radio. The CB.
Checks in the mail.
Yes, sir. Checks in the mail.
If I paid my dues, and you
bet
tell him
I
what
paid.
Jack. Oh, it's checks.
Jack Burton always says.
Yeah, shit. That's such the girl with the jade eyes. That's such a good movie, man.
Dude, that inspired me to do She.
Did it really?
Yeah, that's what I'm like, that looks freaking awesome. I gotta make a character like that.
Yeah, there's a character, Uncle Yee in black and white, and he's like from that universe, man. Uncle Yee, Uncle Yee.
What'd he say? Eat that cranberry sauce and like just let it drip out and say that.
Uncle Yee.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was that show with the three Oh God, it was a sitcom in the 70s. Had the three
Three's Company.
black guys, teenagers. One of them was Rerun.
Oh, what's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening? Yeah, that was another good show.
I know,
That was a great show. I love
No,
that.
Dynamite wasn't from What's Happening. I thought
That was the Jeffersons.
That was a
Good times. No, it's Good Times.
good
Yeah,
time.
Good times.
Rerun
Yeah.
had the sweet dance. You know, the fucking rerun dance. with
Oh,
the
rerun.
purple
Did
hat.
that, remember that rerun? You go back and forth.
Yeah, dude.
He always had a beret on.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
That dance, that was from like 77, right? Maybe
Don't
they were
know.
still doing that shit in Xanadu. Like
Oh, yeah.
another Olivia Newton-John reference. I
I
just
love
brought up. Remember those
Xanadu.
guys were doing that dance like? With the
Yeah.
She looked so good in that movie, dude. The roller skating and those shorts.
Oh my!
You know
God,
where she
I
looked?
love
She
all
looked
that.
good.
I'm so
Is
bad
is
at
that last scene in Greece
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
at the
Hey,
Shake
boy.
Shack?
She just steps on the cigarette. Yeah.
Dude, I've been telling you
Tell me about it, stud.
for Halloween every year, and she won't do it.
So you dress up like her every?
No, like
Halloween?
we should be Danny and Sandy from. And I think if I had done it though, like in 1990, she would have done it. 89, and I didn't do it then because I didn't want
But
to.
every
those
year,
black leather pants. she
I
was
asked Debbie
wearing,
to
they
be-
actually had to sew her into those. She
Oh,
couldn't
really?
just put them on.
I thought it was spandex though.
I
Still,
They had to sew the front and back of the pants onto her because they were just so tight.
Who's
Nice.
this?
Living Newton-John.
Olivia Newton-John in the black leather pants from Greece.
Oh
Grease.
my gosh.
okay, I don't know who this is. What's happening at the most beautiful woman alive? Shirley Hempel. Hempel.
All right, I got to Google
Oh,
that.
what's happening? Shirley Hempel. I don't remember a beautiful.
I think Henry Bemis is putting us on.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
know.
he's
probably
like, look,
not.
they're all typing, idiots.
I'm doing it too.
I remember her. I remember her.
Oh no! Why?
She was born in
Dude, I
Asheville,
thought-
North Carolina. Look
For,
at that.
for the longest time, I thought that was Tracy Morgan.
Oh,
The guy, Tracy Morgan, the stand-up comedian.
Yes.
he looks
Are you
like one of-
serious? Wait, we got to see a picture. We got to see a picture.
Shirley Hempel and Tracy Morgan aren't the same person.
They were separated at birth.
I pray he's not watching, but one of my best friends growing up, his mom looked just like her.
God, she was only 53 when she died. Damn.
What? She was a big woman,
That's
man.
young.
What does she look like? She was a big woman.
You, all right.
Oh,
So I take
right.
it.
Cranberry sauce.
We
Oh,
don't
yeah.
shame, we don't shame people for the way they look because we're not.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, come on.
look at us.
Art.
We're all Adonises. I don't think so.
I used to be, but not anymore, so I gave it
Not
up.
anymore. That said, Aaron, so can you beat Shelly in
There.
volleyball?
Both of us right now are.
Oh, I know who she is. Okay,
Yeah.
she was the surly character.
Surly.
Early.
She was surly,
Yeah.
Shirley.
Yeah. She moved
She's
out
a-
to Hollywood to become a stand-up comedian.
A 15-year-old.
Here you go, the tragic
prostitute.
life story of Shirley Hempel.
Oh, that
Solitary
sucks that it was
death.
Tragic.
Oh.
What?
That sucks.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, it's from
kidney
September
failure.
after this
You don't
year.
die. You die from kidney failure. You're not well for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is that what she died from?
Kidney failure. Yeah, she was
That
cremated. It just says on December 10, 1999, Hempel was found dead at her home at age 52. Her body was discovered by a gardener who looked through a window and saw her lying on the bedroom floor. An autopsy determined that Hempel died of kidney failure. Period. She was cremated.
Oof.
Period. That's it. That's fucking
Oof.
it, dude.
That's her legacy. That sucks, man. Way to bring everything down, Andy.
Way to go,
No,
Andy.
you know, I tried.
Andy?
Well, it's not my
What
fault.
the
It's the dude in the chat that brought it up.
I blame Andy for everything. You're my scapegoat.
Beard's Gasmatron says, stop. That's an NFL lineman. That's not nice.
Well, Fat Samurai says Shirley ate Tracy Morgan.
Oh Lord.
Well, that's right. She was a waitress on TV. She was the waitress in that place that they'd go to hang out.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the song that goes? "Dee, dee, 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 dee,
Was that-
dee, 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 dee."
That was
That's
Stanford
Stanford
Son.
Son?
That's Sanford and Son. Okay, yeah,
Son?
I think so.
You know,
And
what,
you know,
how about Barnaby Miller,
you know-
dude? Dun, da, da, dun.
That's a great riff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Barney Miller was a great cop show, though.
What was the Asian dude's name?
Oh, this Jack Sue. We saw him. Remember that dude?
Yeah.
Bro, remember I said to you, Fraga, we were at the Garden State Comic Fest. Like, dude, that guy looks just like Jack Sue. Remember the fan was
I
there?
didn't remember his name. I just
And
remember
it was him.
I remember him. I just remember him from that show. My dad.
He
used to
had all
watch
the great deadpan
Yeah.
one-liners in that show.
Wasn't
sang-
Abe Vigoda in that too?
Yes,
Yeah.
Dude,
Fish.
But if you look how old, like Google Abe Vigoda, Barney Miller, he wasn't that old. He
He never aged. He looked the same in The Godfather.
He
He
just had
looked
that
the
face.
same when he was like 90.
Yeah, he's like Don Rickles. Remember Don Rickles when he was like in his
All right,
30s
let's
in
tell
the
what he
60s?
was
He looked
now.
like he was 70 years old.
Yep.
Hockey puck.
Let's see how old he was in Barney Miller.
Ding.
So what year was Barney Miller?
Go to 74,
78.
around that.
Okay, I got to read this. Randy Howell is yelling foul. Kidney failure? Question mark. That can cause sudden death. I think Randy Howell is doubting this autopsy.
Well, it's an accumulative effect, you know. Eventually, it gets you.
And what's that Gardner doing?
Just like the rhythm. The rhythm is going to get
Peeping
you.
and stuff, Dirty Gardner.
Nice.
I mean,
nice.
good on him for finding her, but what's he doing peeping into bedroom windows? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, this is probably the worst thing that's been said on this live stream for the last hour and a half.
Was that Tea House of the August Moon, Billy?
Oh
was
my
that Tea
God.
House of the August Moon that Mickey Rooney would play today?
No.
No, it's in Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh,
That's
Brett,
right.
Oh, Miss Gold White Meat. Oh, it was so awful. So terrible.
It's really bad.
And you know the first
Dude,
time,
Abe
remember-
Vigoda was like 53, 54 in Barney Miller.
53.
So he was old.
Wait a minute, is this true? Is this true? You guys know Abe Vigoda's brother was the original Archie cartoonist?
Yes, Abe Vigoda was also a cartoonist and artist, and his brother was definitely a comic book artist. Yep.
Sweet
No
baby
way. Oh,
Christmas.
I didn't know that.
Abe Vigoda wanted to be a comic book artist.
That's crazy.
Instead, he decided to make good money as an actor.
Right.
Yeah, better money, yeah. Real money.
Abe Vigoda in Barney Miller was 6 years younger than I am right now.
Holy shit, bro.
Still older than me.
Oh, that's horrible.
Dude, here, look at this.
For him, I mean, it's
I got
great for you. Nobody would guess that.
Oh my gosh.
Marilyn Monroe for a
Oh.
Thanksgiving photo, pinup shoot. Look at that with that turkey with a
Now,
gun.
that
right?
was before she made it, right? That's when she was
1950.
okay. So she was
So she was
Blow that
you know,
turkey's head right off. Look at that gun.
She's about to be in All About Eve. But look at the gams. man.
Great
Look how
composition,
smoking she
too.
is, right?
Hey, wasn't All About Eve? Was that the one with Dean Martin?
No.
no.
Oh,
No, that was with Betty Davis and oh god,
What's her
help me out
name?
here.
I love that. What's her name? Gosh darn it. Yeah.
She was such a bitch in it. And then and what's the actor's name too? Oh god, so many great stars in that. It's a great film.
Ann Sheridan.
Yes,
oh.
You guys.
Actually,
the
the one
knowledge.
with Dean Martin I'm thinking of, that never got finished, did it?
George
that was
Sanders was
something's
in
got to
that.
give. That something's got to give. 19,
Yeah.
That and it was they never and they shot a lot of it. That's why we know that the Kennedys killed her. Hence, that's why JFK was killed and Bobby Kennedy was killed. Because
Okay. We might have an incomplete thought here. Past Master Dan says she's about to blow that turkey's head.
Oh, no.
And then he adds
Oh.
this off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good man.
So
Good
wait a
man.
minute, Billy. Give me that timeline again. How come everybody was assassinated? What was the deal there?
Marilyn Monroe.
I know, but give me the. You said give me
Well,
that.
she
again.
died in August 5th, 1962. So John F. Kennedy was
No,
killed
for
in
real?
Los Angeles. Marilyn Monroe, I think, was August 5th, 62, right? That's
Yeah,
when she-
right after the Misfits.
Yes, and then JFK was 60 years ago tomorrow. And
Yeah.
what are we doing? Are we doing this? That Dennis?
No, we can't do it tomorrow. I was actually thinking maybe next week, one afternoon, because Billy and I are on the same page. It was Oswald, single shooter.
Definitely.
My buddy Dennis, that we all know, thinks it was a big CIA thing, multiple shooters.
I'm with
I'm
him.
not saying that the CIA weren't involved in it.
I'm with
but-
Dennis.
But there was definitely only one shooter.
Yeah, but hang on. a
Right,
second.
and he's
Hang on.
saying no way, magic bullet couldn't happen. Multiple shooters.
Yeah, bullshit.
Magic bullet.
Bullshit. I will go through that entire thing, and I will.
That's why I can't wait to do this next week.
Billy,
One afternoon.
what do you? I didn't catch why they assassinated him. What was the connection to Marilyn Monroe that made all this chain of events?
Oh, that's not anything. I just think they
Oh.
killed her. I was just trying to.
Oh, you don't think they killed her?
conversation. I think they killed her. I do. I definitely think.
Why?
They killed
Because she had the affair with Kennedy.
her. With both of
Both of
them.
them.
Yep.
And
I
so
think
they
they had her. I think they had her killed. But I also
Loose lips sink ships, man. She knew too much.
I think that Lee Harvey Oswald was just a patsy. I also think that but he did kill JFK. I think he is the lone shooter, and because why else would he kill Tippit? Why would he kill a police officer who said, "Excuse me, sir, can I talk to you for a second?"
I think he was the lone gunman too. Let me get this. Leg kick one for $2 super chat. Thank you so very much. Wilford Brimley looked 55 when he was in his 30s. I have no idea who that guy is, but
Yeah, you
Dude,
do.
You don't know who Wilford
Google him.
Diabetes.
Yeah.
Quaker Oats. And
He's the guy. He was in Cocoon.
Cocoon. Okay.
45 in
He's in the
Cocoon.
thing.
got the mustache. And he's
Wait a minute. He was how old in Cocoon?
Is he
49.
45.
40.
He was 45. We're all older than he.
No, he was not 45 in Cocoon. No way.
That's
up.
what somebody said in the chat, and I heard
Come
that
on.
before.
He had
Google it.
Just Google it.
Just ask Siri. Hey, Siri.
Henry Bemis says Wilford Brimley was 49 when he did Cocoon. True story.
Wow.
Okay.
49. Okay, I was off by a little bit.
Daniel Russell said Woody Harrelson's dad is the shooter from the sewer.
Yeah, his dad was a serial killer or something like that. He was
What? I didn't even know
Yeah,
about that.
Woody Harrelson's dad. Yeah, he's in prison or dead now, something like that. But his dad
Really?
was
I didn't know that.
a murderer. Yeah.
Wow, that
Was he a serial killer, or did he just off a couple?
I don't know. I heard
People.
serial killer, but you never know. And I also heard that Matthew McConaughey and him might be real brothers.
They
What?
actually kind of seem like they could be. But anyways, Leg Kick's giving Billy some shit.
He knows what he's talking about. He says, I have the same exact rifle right over there. And I know the ballistics of that rifle and everything, and his head did not go back into the left. He was hit, and you see how his head blew out like that. Come on now. guys.
Okay, this is absolutely true. I've done the research. According to the Misfits, it was actually Glenn Danzig that killed Marilyn.
Oh,
True story.
I just thought Glenn Danzig and the Misfits killed music in the 80s.
No,
Thank you.
I just
killed
thought
Marilyn
Danzig and
Manson.
Fragaboom were best friends.
Yeah, they killed Marilyn.
You would be
Manson.
very wrong.
Oh,
I
that's
don't have a
right.
problem with Glenn Danzig. I met him, but I'm just not a fan of their music.
No, I'm not a serial killer. I just was almost killed by one.
Yeah, or you could have got recruited by. You were like,
Oh yeah, I could have. Yeah, I could have helped them. Yeah.
Or what? Imagine like you guys are hanging out, right? And you're looking at, and you're like, imagine this was real blood. Like we should kill someone, and then you would have been like famous, like more famous than you are now.
I'd be more famous than I am now.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Smokey
You
the
know-
Concat wants to know, how did the brains get back onto the truck then, Billy?
Because oh god, we're gonna go through this now. We're gonna save this for Andy Smith, Andy and
I'd
Dennis.
rather save it. I'll just
How
leave
did
this
the
so I can hear
brains?
it.
The brains?
Yeah, stop trying to hijack this show, Smokey the Concat.
Too late. Too late. He's already done it. All right.
How dare I'm
Well,
not,
we're gonna
I'm,
shoot.
I'm not taking a bait, Andy Smith. I'm not taking that bait.
Don't take it. You
I'm
save
not
it till
taking
next week.
I'm not taking it.
Save
Man,
it.
we had some chocolate or some blood pudding like RT Bear's eating.
It's now blood pudding.
Gee,
Well-
maybe I can go. Maybe I can go. Hey, Matthew, can you suck some more of that shit out of your ear, and I'll just eat
Just
that.
put some sugar in it and just eat it up. Blood pudding, baby. Infected pudding.
Look at hey, Pablo Romero says Debbie Harry almost got killed by Bundy.
What?
Is that true?
That actually is true. I don't know if it.
Really?
She says it. She says it in a story. This is when Blondie was just kind of playing the clubs and stuff. I don't know if it was Bundy. No, it was. And she was also in an abusive relationship, so she had some crazy run-ins early on in her
Debbie
life.
Harry. Hang on, let's find that. Debbie Harry Al Bundy.
Not Al Bundy.
Not Al Bundy.
Thanksgiving special.
That's a good time, man. Those.
Oh man, they
All right,
ought to
let's-
give it. they
Bundy.
couldn't believe
Hang on.
it.
Debbie Harry Bundy. Was Blondie's Debbie Harry really abducted by Ted Bundy? No.
Ted
There's no
Bundy, it says,
Ted
based
Bundy.
on Pacific Northwest.
Yeah,
I'm not
she was
sure.
nowhere near him. She was in New York.
No, the thing is, I think it was an abusive boyfriend. I'm not sure it was Ted Bundy. Now that I'm thinking more about it.
God, she
Wait a
was
minute.
stunning. Holy
Was
shit.
Ted Bundy, was he the I-5 killer or the Green River Bandit, or was he both?
No, he was the good.
No,
the good-looking,
Ted Bundy. No,
you
the
know.
Green River was somebody totally different.
Okay, who was the I-5 Bandit then?
That wasn't Ted
He
Bundy.
didn't rob
I don't
anyone. He
think
just
Ted had a
murdered him.
nickname like that, did he?
Ted
Somebody
Bundy was the
did, like,
one.
the gentleman killer or something, like I forget, but
Yeah.
they gave him like some GQ name.
Yeah, Ted Bundy was the guy that would he would put a cast on his arm or sling, and he'd get the girls to feel sorry for him, and as soon as they lowered their defenses, he'd whack him in the back of the head or
And he
whatever.
was good looking. That was the thing.
Yeah.
He
Right.
was, he didn't look like a creep.
Okay,
You know.
it was
Well,
Randall.
Danky says
I-5 killer.
it was Bundy, and he says it's true.
No, someone tried to get her in a car, but there's no. Ted Bundy was not known to have been in New York City in the early 70s.
Yeah. I think it wasn't a. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nowhere.
And Bundy started off, I think, didn't he start off in the Northwest, but then he ended up in Florida?
Yeah, because he got arrested, so he escaped after he was arrested for the murders of these girls, and then he fled and he just found his way to Florida, and then he killed the sorority girls, and he got bad, and that's when he got bad. He got nailed for that.
Okay, here we go. I-5 Bandit was a guy named Randall Woodfeld, and he was drafted by the Green Bay Packers
Wow.
What?
So he had a future.
prior to him becoming the I-5 Bandit. How about that?
Really?
Hey, Google.
The
Google,
I-5 Killer, excuse me, the I-5 Killer.
Google the freeway killer and RT Bear, and you'll see a picture. RT
Picking me up in that love van. I like when we were going
You'll
over
see a
that, Billy.
picture of the
They,
dude's trunk open with Art looking out like,
well, they like played D&D and they read comic books and stuff. Remember we were looking into that? They're like they hung out socially and played D&D and read comics, and I'm like,
Yes.
oh god, they were my people.
They drove the rape van around, and they opened it up, and they opened the door like so. Here's little Billy, 14-year-old Billy, is like, "Hey, come on!" And Art's sitting in the back, like, "Hey, you like the Silver Surfer?" And Art's reading comics, and they lured him with comics.
And I was like, do I? And then I got conked in the back of the head, and the next thing I know, I'm getting
No,
raped.
you were the guy working with them. You were the one
Oh,
who-
okay.
All these comics, man. I could bait him in with
They trained me. Yeah, I used my collection as bait.
William Bonin, Ted Bundy, Freeway Phantom. It's the same
And
guy.
and Vernon Butts.
No, the Freeway Phantom killed young African American girls. It looked like there's a Freeway
Oh.
Phantom.
Wow, he's like the Phantom.
Serial
No one's ever
killers?
seen him.
The Freeway Phantom is a pseudonym of an unidentified serial killer who murdered 5 girls and a woman in Washington, D.C. between April 71 and September 72. He got
That's
away
wa-
with it.
It's Washington. Everybody gets killed in Washington.
Washington, D.C. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So if you guys remember, if I may, real quick, that they say no one cares about this because it was 5 young black girls who were killed, right? And no one cares. And I remember the press when that girl Gabby Petito got killed by her boyfriend. Do you guys remember that last summer or the summer before last?
Yeah.
He was from my town. So my wife is friends with her mother.
really?
And, yeah. So yeah. And the thing is that our town came out to support this girl, and we had all the blue ribbons everywhere and all this for her. And I remember the press. It was a big story. And here's the press like on MSNBC. I don't know if you saw this, Aaron. And they're like, and you know what I find though very disturbing is that, and yes, we're all looking for this girl, this poor girl. But you have this beautiful blonde-eyed, blue-eyed girl, blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl is missing, and the whole country is up in arms looking for her. When last year there were 200 African American girls or Native American girls or Hispanic girls that are still missing. And I remember our town. I remember like the press knows about that. The press knows when a girl goes missing, they get that dispatch. Right? They know a girl's kidnapped. They know that a young girl's missing or something like that. They're the ones, because she's African, they're the ones that choose not to cover it.
That's right.
Right. They bury the lead.
You don't cover them. You don't think that's news. But if a
well, that's just it. They can't push it off on normal people, because how do we hear about it? From you idiots. From the news. If you're not covering it, you can't blame a town coming out about this one girl, because that's what you covered.
Right, because they didn't really cover it either at the point, but it was her mom who did it, and her dad that pushed it, that my daughter's missing. It was this guy, her boyfriend, whatever. And that's when it started to spread, because we cared as a community. But the press, and again, this fucking bitch, it pissed me off, because she's like, and she was so, up, and she couldn't believe it that, last year there are still 700 whatever, Native American girls, African American girls that are missing, and there's no press coverage on that. I'm like, you fucking asshole. You're the one that knows they're missing. You choose not to cover that, to make a story out of it. So that's my rant. That's my Thanksgiving rant. Sorry.
All right. Well, we're going to close down, but we're going to get into some meat and potatoes on this show, and we're going to give thanks, you guys. This is the time of year. We've all kind of covered it and said, hey, this is one of our favorite holidays, because it's kind of like there's no strings. You know what I mean? Like everybody just hangs out, we eat, we hang out, and we give thanks for all the amazing things in our lives. And so we're going to do a round robin, and then if you guys want to promote anything, we can do that as well. So Daniel Fraga, what do you got for us?
Well, I mean, I have gratitude for everything, being alive, my kids, my friends, being born in this era, even though we're witnessing things that even my dad would say in my lifetime, I've never seen anything like this, and he's 80. It's interesting for that. Grateful to the fans for their patience, and just grateful to be around. I mean, a lot of different health scares. Watching, 21 friends died last year alone. And a whole handful more this year, and just being grateful and seeing the travesties happening around the world, and a lot of just disturbing, awful things on the news, and makes you hug your kids tighter, and really be grateful for the relationships you have. That's it. I don't want to get too serious, but just very grateful in general, and I feel like having gratitude is very important in this world. And then the thing I want to share, because we wanted to talk about holiday stuff, and I pulled it up, is
do you have that? Oh, this is cool. Wait, here we go.
So
Santa.
This was the holiday comic that I did in '96. Rob Liefeld's character, Santa the Barbarian, and the reason why this one's dear to me is I drew the majority of this sitting on Michael Turner's couch.
No shit.
I drew this at his house.
Was that when he was in the marina?
Yeah, Marina Del Rey. That's right.
Man.
Yeah, we would play GoldenEye, and
that dude's got kind of a dick nose.
Yeah. I was trying to do sort of like my best sort of Simon Bisley, paramilitary thing with my own sort of frigate thing thrown in, and it was just exploring a different style, but a lot of fun.
Hey Dan, go back a couple the page before that. That second to the last panel is fantastic. That's a great face. Yeah.
Yeah. I modeled him after my stepfather, who actually looks a lot like this. Yeah.
With the exception
but only
of the
at
nose.
Christmas time.
Yeah.
You got a little bit. You got a lot of Dave Sim though. A lot of Cerebus feelings.
Perhaps I was never a Cerebus guy. I got drunk with him once, which was fun, but This was something I added. This Naughty Basher, calling him the Naughty Basher, was something I added to the lore. And so the idea is that while the good get gifts, the naughty get punished, right? So he got around, and I gave Rudolph like flaming nose, and called him the ho man. And,
He's like the Krampus.
yeah. So he's coming down on the town.
Rudolph's jacked, huh?
Yeah. So then this is some more of him just kicking doors down and killing people.
Why is Santa Claus killing people?
Because
These
they're
are
bad.
They're on the naughty
Dude,
list,
bad
Billy.
list.
They're on the naughty list, Billy. This was one that I really enjoyed. Shoving explosive lumps of coal down their throat and blowing them up. Chunky.
Dude, you might want to go after the producers of Violent Night from last year and be like, "What's up? Stealing my shit."
Dude, I think you're right. I think Liefeld should do that.
Yeah. Well, I wrote this story. I mean, it's the idea of Santa the Barbarian is 100% Rob's, but I wrote this story whole cloth because I wanted to do this. So
you were
He kills
inspired.
everybody. And he even kills the author of Mein Kampf. The naughtiest of bashers. So that was it. This was Santa the Barbarian.
Dude, what a fun book.
And look at I put a little Illuminati thing in the corner. But yeah, I used to hide all kinds of Easter eggs in my old stuff. I think I still do, but yeah.
Dan, can I ask you?
Yeah.
I know that we're coming to the end, but all right, we know how Rob is, how high energy Rob is, and how like you get excited, but you're real chill. How does the conversation go? Like that Rob approach, like, dude, I got this idea. Santa, and what's the conversation like? Do you guys go to lunch? Or are you sitting there in the studio? Like, how does this idea happen that you actually?
Well, he did this trading card for Wizard, right? And that's all it was. It was Santa the Barbarian, and it was like a trading card in the Wizard. And I don't remember how it came up that it would be a book. And I said, yo, I got this idea that, like, what would make Santa the Barbarian, like, what's barbarian like about him? I said, well, I think the era we put him in should be, like that sort of barbarian era. I said, but he really needs to be absolutely brutal. And I said, but I want to mix a bit of comedy with the brutality, because it takes some of the gore away when it's funny,
Mm-hmm.
And I said, and I showed him the Lobo paramilitary Christmas special where Simon and I think it was Keith Giffen,
Giffen,
Stephen Grant. I showed him that, and I said, I want to do this sort of flavor thing, and he said, okay, go do it. So,
but Billy, I do have a story where Rob came in to me with an idea. He comes in my office at Extreme, and he goes, I got this idea for a character, and I'm like, oh, cool. And he's like pure Rob Liefeld at this moment, and he's like Troll. I go,
Troll,
okay, Troll. And then he goes, what is that character in Alpha Flight? The one with the P on his head?
Puck.
Yeah, he goes, he's like Puck. But before he said like Puck, I said, a troll, like a real troll, like that lives under a bridge. and he goes, yeah, no, he's like Puck. I was always a smart ass. And then I remembered he comes up and he goes, I get this character name. Was it Cybrid? Was that
Cybrid.
it, Dan?
Yeah.
Cybrid. He goes, I want
like
you to
Inspector Gadget, sort of.
Yeah, well, that's what I said to him. He goes, I got this character Cybrid, and I want you to draw it. And I go, okay. He goes, he's like James Bond, but you know how James Bond has all the gadgets, but they're all external. These are they radiate from him, like he can manifest these things. And then I said like Inspector Gadget. He just he puts his head down and walks out the office. And I was like,
oh, was cool as shit, dude. Like he did it. That was in the Extreme Zero that we did. His Cybrid story was in there, and then Sam Liu did a really terrific.
Really made that character sing. Yeah. No, it was a cool character. It was a great visual character. character, because he could just kind of manifest all these weapons and stuff like that out of his
creative energy at Extreme was crazy. Like, Billy, to answer your question, like on some other creative endeavors, there was this place. Now it's called Lucille's. It's at the top of the 91 and Imperial Highway. It's called Lucille's now, but it used to be called Hoff's Hut, and it was sort of like a German sort of style restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we would go up there. I remember we did like Extreme Judgment was like this crossover we were doing, and it was like Rob, Carl, Marat, like Eric Stevenson, like most of the studio was there, and we would just brainstorm. Like, it would be like 20 dudes talking at a table, but we'd have a tape recorder in the middle of it. I actually have one of those tapes.
Oh, that's cool.
You have to have a show on that.
Yeah,
I might. I'll talk to Rob about it. I don't want to
So I became because I got it. So I love Rob. So I had so much fun just the few times we actually hung out and stuff like that and bullshit. And I met Rob, Marat, all those guys. But I kind of became friends with Jim and Mark Silvestri. So you had Jim down in La Jolla, and then you had Silvestri up in LA, and they kind of. So I would hang out with Jim down in La Jolla after San Diego, or we were doing the crossovers and all. Yeah. And they were always like, well, isn't Rob and isn't Extreme and OC like in between you guys? Like, but you don't want to go over there.
They
like,
say that?
They didn't. Yeah, well, in so many words, they didn't want me. They wanted me to hang out with them. They didn't want me to hang out with Rob, with you guys.
Right.
I mean, like I was like their friend in a way.
You know why? You know why he didn't want to? Because Extreme had way more fun.
Way more fun.
Well,
they were rowdy, dude.
This is 95. So this is the height of Image. The competition. Late 94, 95. So they were all, they're all brothers and all, but they had that competition. Rob, Rob and Jim, like, okay, Jim's like, okay, we got plans. We're going to go to dinner here. We're going to do this. Like, he would like dominate my time that even I didn't have enough time to go up to LA to go,
That's
funny
awesome.
stuff. And now you look back and like, holy shit, that's what they were doing.
He knew what he was doing. Yeah. So how about you, Andy? What do you got? What are you thankful for?
Oh, geez. I mean, Dan summed up everything, but as generic, I guess, as it sounds, my family, good health, of course, having a roof over our head and stuff. And especially, like Dan said, with everything that's going on out in the world, that's kind of crap and stuff, it's not, it sucks, but, luckily for us, it's not affecting us that much. But, and then to all the supporters and fans and stuff that basically allow all of us to do what we want right now, which is our own projects, our own books. And as I say on every stream, it's without you guys watching, we wouldn't be able to do this stuff. So a real big, and it is getting warm in here, hat off to all you guys watching and that support us and show up every week for the professionals, the Kings, the Graybeards, Pontificators, Pop XP. There's just so much other stuff out there you guys could be doing, but you tune in to watch us just shoot the shit about TV shows and whatnot. And it's just awesome. And, very thankful for that because it allows me to keep my comic book career going. So
indeed, yes.
Here.
So, and of course, to all my bros as well. Even Graham, even though he's not here.
Yeah, hope Graham's doing well. How about you, Lopez?
Well, I tell you, as my mother gets older, you think a lot about how much I appreciate how she raised me, and I mean, my dad was there too. It's not like but she was the one who supported me and enabled me to follow my creative dreams. And so I always kind of look at her and smile when I got her stuff in bags and boards. And I think about, my mom, she did all right by me. And I appreciate that. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for Shelley, who supported me through what is, all you guys know, this is a very difficult career. And a lot of times you never know where your next paycheck's coming from. and to have your wife tolerate that and in good humor for most of the time is pretty great. I'm thankful that my kids turned out so well despite my parenting. And to mirror what Andy said, the one thing I wanted to bring up was, I mean, in this where we're at right now, career-wise, we're thankful for you guys in the chat and the guys that follow the shows and back the books, because if you weren't doing that, we couldn't be doing this. And it's like an exciting time where all this new product is going out. They're actually butting heads with Marvel and DC and saying, you know what, we can compete with you guys, and we wouldn't be able to do that without the guys in the chat and that support us and allow us to do this. And so, for all those things. And chocolate. I'm extremely grateful for chocolate.
Lots of chocolate, yes. And cranberry dressing.
Well, I'm not going to
blackberry. No, that can be kicked right to the edge of the world.
How dare you?
Never come back.
How dare you? All right, Mr. Tucci, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I want to expound upon what Andy and what Lopez said. Shelly posted a great video that Ethan apparently EFAP'd. Aaron fulfilling, and Aaron doing the Lopez Lindy, as I called it.
Yeah,
doing it, and that's what it's all about. And I just think it's wonderful. And again, the same thing with all you people out there. We are so thankful for what you guys have given to us and all the shit that we've been put through by this industry. And again, what Aaron said, that now that there are competition. And that's when I started, with Brian Polito and Jeff Smith and Terry Moore, and how we all became friends. We had that same mentality. We were cool, fun-loving guys, We had these amazing wives that were our partners, and still to this day. And the same thing with all the bros here, with the Kings, that we're all married men. We've sacrificed for our children. We give them what they want to try to raise good kids, and that's not an accident. That our kids, we had someone say, "Well, your kids are this and that." Like, well, that's not not an accident. We worked hard to do that for them. What we sacrifice and all, and again, thank you all for giving us this opportunity to share our work, and again to watch the Kings and to watch the Bros and to watch all of our shows. This is a new golden age. And look how many other comic pros that might have been disparaging us or just ignoring us, say 3-4 years ago, they're all saying the same exact things that we've been saying for the past 4. I've been doing this for 4 years now.
Yeah, they finally caught up, right?
But they are the ones, and Andy knows this, they say the same stuff to us at cons. When they're drinking and we're all hanging out, they say the same shit. And now they're getting the balls and the strength to say it out loud. Look at what Mark Miller's saying. Kicking ass. You know what I mean? It's wonderful. And this is a new, and again, anyone out there that you guys want to make your own comics, you may not have the initial success that say that like Andy Smith has had. I love Andy Smith, the overnight success after 30-something years, right?
Yeah.
We've all been doing this for a long time. And we're all friends and we all support each other. But there is a place for you. There's a place for all of us creators. And the cool thing is about the people that are watching the show right now, like Henry Bemis and all, is that you guys hold us accountable, and I love giving you guys what you're worth. So thank you, and I'm thankful for all you guys, for everyone out there watching, and my bros here, for the Kings, for all your post Kangs, for all of your individual shows, for your books and stuff. And like I said, Matthew pulled out, the other day. Matthew's doing our printing out labels out of the ship station and all. He's like, Dad, and then he's like, Aaron Lopresti, and Debbie goes, oh, that goes over here on this pile. So you're
never gonna get it.
You're never gonna get it. No, you get it later.
Hey, I just mailed yours out, and the funny thing is, Shelly does the labels, and then because she does them when I'm not around sometimes, and so she'll write on the back of the label what goes in the package, right? So I have that flipped up, and I don't see who it is. And when they're friends or something, I'll like put a little note in there usually. So I packaged yours up, slapped it down, and I went, William Tucci. Oh, and then it was too late. So I don't know if I wrote anything on the box or not. So
that's fine. I can't wait to write on your box.
Uh-oh. That sounds like a threat.
No,
Well, I just want to say, this is my favorite time of year. Like we talked, food, and just actually being able to reflect back on things, and sometimes you just go, wow, things just seem like they kind of worked out, and then you got to kind of pull back from it and go, well, yeah, but there's somebody else greater than us that's looking out, for us. There's some bigger source. There's something that's kind of manifested this, and I'm just so amazed because like I knew Dan before the Bros, like we had met, we'd hung out, but like I worked with Andy, but I don't think we ever really met. I worked with Aaron, and I don't think we really met before we started working with each other. I think we might have met each other at San Diego Con for a brief, hang out and say, hey, it was good working with you, and then just leave. And then Billy, I've had like a lot of crossover. Like I remember I think it was in Texas. It was one of the Wizard Cons, and I think it was Mike S. Miller was trying to get people together for dinner. And then I had like the Humberto Ramos group, and then you had like Mike and whoever else. And so the dinner plans like just kind of went this way instead of going in the same direction, which happens sometimes at these cons. But I never got to hang out with you, Billy. So I'm really thankful that now we get to hang out every Tuesday night and every Monday on the Kings, and I'm really thankful for that. And
I look forward to this.
Yeah, I do too. But
I love Monday nights and Tuesday nights, and I'm like you. I love this time of year. Again, like I said, I hunt, so I love the fall. I love the fall, and then leading into Christmas, and I just love it. But I got to say something, Mike S. Miller. The dinner that when you guys went to your dinner, our dinner didn't end well because we had Clay Moore and his wife Shelly with us. And
that guy's kind of yeah.
I know, and I love the guy, but that's the kind of guy he is. He's one of them. And Smiller just said, and we went to that Brazilian steakhouse, and it was so expensive. And here's Clay Moore and his wife Shelly, and here's Smiller just doing what Smiller does. And Smiller goes, "Well, let me tell you something." With that, he always had that grin on his face. He just like that weird fucking smile. And I love the guy, but he goes, "I'm a birther." And that Barack Obama was not born in the United States. And Claymore, after he ate and drank and had his dessert with his wife, he just gets up. He goes, "We're leaving," and walked out.
Did he pay his bill?
Nope. And who the fuck do you think had to pay his bill? Because those guys weren't paying. I fucking had to pay his fucking bill.
Oh my gosh!
Spiller ain't paying his bill. Spiller's not paying it. Spiller's like, "Where'd he go?" I'm like, "Where'd he go? The fuck? You should have said this after we're walking out. What are you, out of your mind?"
Save that shit for after the bill's paid.
And Clay got up. He was so infuriated or whatever, just whatever it was, triggered. He's like, got up, we're out of here, and walked out. And I'm like, dude, and I'm like, you fucking.
It was Austin, huh? The con was Austin, and I remember
smiling the whole time. He's like, I'm like, dude. You gonna pay
I'm glad I didn't go because I didn't need that.
Who's gonna pay this? So no one's gonna pay his bill. And there was like retailers with us and guys. It was a big dinner. It was like, and I'm like, I guess I'm paying another fucking $200, like always.
Oh, that sucks.
Fuck him now. Now, man.
Well, I ended up getting a freebie, like. Yeah. We went to like in Austin. It's a really cool town where there's like these nice like high tech buildings right next to like old farmhouses or like and so it was like a little barbecue. It was like a what do they call those? It was like an old garage where they call like stagecoaches and that type of things were in, and they had potbelly stoves. In there, you could see through the walls. Like, it was just like wood slats, right? Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you, it was some of the best barbecue I've ever had. It was so good. And then after that, Wizard had a party. And so I told, it was Francisco, what's his name? It's Humberto's buddy.
Francavilla? Francisco Francavilla?
Maybe. He did that Out There book for Cliffhanger. Francisco something, but anyway, we went out there and I told him because that morning is when I got stiffed by Lou Ferrigno. And so those guys, because Lou was at that party, and I didn't know them that well, and those guys were heckling Lou at the bar. It was awesome, man. Hey, they're like, hey, buy that green freak, a beer or something.
How that guy gets away with shit and never pays for a dinner. It's unbelievable. It's like oh yeah, Lou Ferrigno sitting at your table, like, did you buy your things? Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. That's every show. Like,
oh my god, yeah.
That they're like, he'll like invite himself to go with them, and then they feel obligated to buy him fucking dinner.
Well, the best thing is at that party he was just standing alone, so that was like a little vindication. But anyways, like you guys, very, very thankful. I'm thankful for everybody that comes to all of our live streams, everybody that supports these books. I am so thankful for CG. It really is a haven for what we do. I really feel like the industry for me personally, didn't have much more to offer. Even though I left Marvel, I left DC, I'm still doing work and stuff, so I wasn't fired or anything. I chose to leave, and I'm really glad I did, and I'm thankful that there was this support and there was this industry that we've kind of built from the ground up, and that you guys have supported, and I'm so thankful for that. And I'm gonna, my wife Pamela, like you guys said, the support behind the scenes, there's that. But also, she is my partner in crime. She ran Hack Shack Studios. She paid all the bills. She made sure all that stuff was going behind the scenes. And she's my writing partner. And so we fight like cats and dogs when we write. But we do it. We get through it. And somehow, her ideas, my ideas, we fight it out. We come to some kind of consensus. And then, it's better. It's better. The two ideas, with the compromise, it's always better. So I'm really thankful that she's there, and that she works with me, and still, I think, loves me. So that's a good thing. So
okay, let's not go overboard now.
Let's not go crazy. And it's Ethan Van Sciver. I just want to thank Ethan. I've never met a more generous individual in all my life, and he's that guy. I know sometimes he's a bit of I think rubs some people the wrong way, but you have to realize, man, that guy's got the biggest heart I think I've ever met. So I want to thank Ethan for all the support and just kind of like brainstorming and leading all of us into this this new area that we're going into. And if you guys ever doubted CG, COVID locked down everything. But we were still making comic books, and we were still making money making comic books. And there's not a whole lot of people that can say that for that 2 years. So I'm very, very thankful for this haven that we've created. So on that, miss you, Graham Nolan. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, buddy.
And who's hosting next?
Was it Mary that came? His daughter came in?
Yeah,
So
his daughter.
had to pick her up
I
from the
think so,
airport.
yeah.
I think it was Mary. So,
Yeah, for Thanksgiving holiday. Yeah, that's cool.
Next week it is Billy.
I'm hosting next week, so I don't know. Let's figure it out. I've been having dreams. I don't know if you guys dream. So I was telling Debbie today. And speaking about that Pamela works with you, I think my wife has quit our company about 1,000 times in the past 30 years. Well, I'm quitting. That's it. Because when the business head and the art head goes, like this, but I'm also kind of a marketing guy, and she doesn't hear the whole. We've been doing this since college. That's why I think we're a great team. But she's quit. She's still working though, thank God. But I don't know. I've been having dreams, so I'm like, man. And I have like weird things. Like I have dreams, and I had a dream last night, and there are people in my dreams that look like. So, if I may, real quick, my wife has dreams and doesn't see the people. They don't register. They don't. My dreams. These people look like each one of you. Like it's a real person, and I'm like, where the fuck does this person come from? Have I ever seen this person before? Is my mind just creating? Like I feel like my dreams are so real. That's why I wake up like, holy shit. So I don't know if we're going to talk about dreams, or we'll just talk about drugs, or I don't know, or sex.
Oh,
or
there you go.
We'll find something out.
Yeah, it'll be good. So thanks again, everybody listening, everybody who will tune in later. Have a happy healthy Thanksgiving. Hope you're going to spend it with some family and friends, and we'll see you next week on Billy Tucci's stream. So,
everybody.
Thanksgiving.
take care, everyone.
Great show.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Happy Thanksgiving.